Tell you what's changed right now. In a different field, different lane right now. Now I'm in the murk, switching lanes right now. Passive income getting paid right now. Used to roll around with sinners, bulldozers and killers. Now we focused on figures. 3-course meals for dinners. 5-star suites and villas. Now the swag hit different. Cause the bag is different.
This can't come.
Well, welcome to the podcast, Paper Pabs.
I'm here, man. Finally, man. Pleasure,
Yeah, man.
pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me, man.
Of course. I've been trying to get you on for a bit now. Obviously, the scheduling hasn't really worked out.
Yeah.
But let me just let you know why I go on first and foremost.
Right.
Now, this is called This Can't Come Out.
Right.
Now, the vibe is we have beautiful, unfiltered conversations.
Right.
Now, the issue with that is we're probably going to say some shit we don't want the world to know about.
Right.
And for that reason, I send it to you first and foremost.
Yeah.
Anything you don't want inside there, I'm happy to take out, innit?
All right,
so
cool.
I'm just more, I want the conversation more so than anything else, isn't it?
Okay.
Now, obviously, this is I usually interview, 9 times out of 10, I'm interviewing guests I know personally in life, innit?
Right.
So how I like to start off is, how did we come in contact with one another, innit? In your words, innit?
Yeah. Through I've been seeing you do your thing, man. You get me? But we know the same people. You get me? But I've been seeing you do your thing, man. I knew you was local, brother, because I could tell. I could just tell by baby the way that man's speaking. But
There's a North twang,
there's a North twang.
yeah.
Then when I see you with certain people, I know. Adam was on here, and I knew.
And plus, the mutual friends on will be like, okay, cool, yeah, this person.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
But me, I can't lie, innit? I know who you are very, very well, innit?
All right.
Obviously, like you doing music.
Right.
I am very much familiar with you, innit?
Right.
And funny enough, like I'm one of those guys where if I recognize somebody, I can't help it. Like I can't pretend I don't know who man is.
Yeah,
of
course.
I know exactly who you are. In fact, there was one time I was walking to Ali Pally, and then basically me and my boy, shout out Sass, we were, because I do events as well, innit? Well, back in the day, I did events, like university events.
Okay.
And we used to fly around. This is when there was not really social media like that. And then I saw Jar Jar Souls, isn't it? And then my spirit, I couldn't even help it. My spirit is Jar Jar.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, man, why did I do that? Why did I do that? So I'm saying that to say that man knows who you are, innit? And your family is very much like legendary in UK, obviously being from North London as well.
Yeah.
You can't mention grime, UK rap without mentioning your family, innit? And you're, obviously I've been binge watching a lot of your content. You're very, very pivotal in that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you, as far as I'm concerned, you can break it down, but obviously you were living in Brum. Mm-hmm. I think you came to London at 4 years old or something like that.
Fucking hell, yeah.
What was it? Press T and Big H, your brothers.
Yeah.
They were being naughty in it was at Howard School.
Yeah, you know,
Cool, I know that shit.
Who told you this shit?
I watched all of it.
You watched all the stuff.
And then obviously then you got sent back to Brum.
Yeah.
Cool, you were living a life in the Brum, because I always knew, obviously, until I did the research, I knew there was a connection with you and Brum for some reason.
Yeah.
But then I found out. And then, basically, you got yourself in a little bit of trouble in Brum. I want to know about this.
Yeah.
Now.
Just a little bit.
You got in trouble for armed robbery, innit? No, robbery, yeah? And then they put you on, they put you on remand, or they put you on, was it not a license? What was it? A probation of some sort.
Yeah.
And then you got nicked for a robbery that you didn't do. So please, let me know the feeling, because the feeling of going for, I understand, everyone's naughty and stuff. Everyone does crime certain times, innit?
Yeah.
But to go down for something that you didn't do must be a new level of pissness.
The boy that cried wolf, man. You know that was, if he says in the story, it says he keeps crying about the wolf, and that one time he was crying about the wolf for real, and no one believed him, you get me? But yeah, freaking, I was on my way to like one of them under 18s or under 16 parties, yeah? So I was all geared up, ready to go to this party, and then my brethren that I was with at the time, I said, I must have detoured off him. I go, don't worry, I'm going to meet you over there. And then I went with some other brothers, and then that's when I went to then they must have allegedly done something the week before. And then so the victim or the person that said that they done, that got robbed, said that they saw the police, saw them within the train station and said, hey, that's the person. Those are the guys that robbed me. Those are the 3 guys. I was the third wheel, but I weren't really there. So it's just like 3 niggas, innit? Those are the 3 niggas that robbed me. And then so next thing you know, out of the blue, feds just come and just stopped us all. Basically done the usual stop and search and all of that stuff there. And I just thought, I'm going to get away with it.
Yeah, because I didn't do it.
I didn't do none of this shit, you get me? And I said, yeah, is it involved in a robbery? I goes, nah, man, come on, man, search me, blah, blah, blah. And then the boy must have been in the control room. And then he was saying, yeah, that's them. I don't even know if this is even legal nowadays, yeah? But the boy said that I robbed him without, and then apparently I meet the description, as you do, black guy with a hat and a hoodie or whatever like that.
Academic tracksuit.
Yeah. And then it was a Friday, and then we went to the police station on the Friday. They held us over the weekend, and then man went straight to jail on the Monday. It was just like that. Swiveled off.
What?
Yeah.
How long did you do in that period?
I was only there for like 4 months, but them guys, they bust case, they got out. So I was still in jail because I had
your previous.
Yeah, because I never done my probation. So now I'm here for a breach now or whatever.
That is.
So it's like, I could have dealt with the breach differently. Like I could have
those guys actually do it though. As in, obviously this part might not come out. If you don't
I don't know.
So you don't know. So you certainly didn't do it.
I certainly didn't do it. They could have done it.
Now you did 4 months in. Was this your first time actually doing time? Did you cry at any point?
Nah, I didn't cry because I actually thought I was gonna come. I thought at the court I was gonna get released. When they said when I went to the when they said, oh yeah, remand them, whatever. They never gave us they didn't give me no time. They said just remand them. Boom, 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 boom. Heard the hearing and all that. I said I weren't there. I was at some party or something. I wasn't there. Basically, I could prove it, but. There was no social media. I'm gonna need a couple alibis, it's all short notice. Give me some time and I can show you all this. But now there was like, send it to jail, boom, send it to the juvenile detention center at the time, yeah? And then my auntie was there. And then my auntie came to court because I was living in Birmingham with my auntie at this time. Yeah, I was staying at my aunt's, yeah? So she was in the court. I was like, what I've done is, Auntie! That's what I said. Auntie! Like, at that point, Auntie, man, come, man, jump over here, go grab this, get me out of here. But yeah, so basically, that was the most I said. But because I was...
But what did they say? They were like, so basically we're going to keep him in prison. And you're like, Auntie.
Yeah, I was like, Auntie, don't let these people take me down here, man. That's what I said. So there was no tears because I was with all these other brothers. They were all like screw-facing, like, yeah, whatever, man. I'm ready for whatever. You know, proper brummy niggas, man. But then I was just like, I was like, what the fuck, man? What's going on? I'm more in shock, you get me? But yeah, man, that was it, man. Freaking.
I'll be pissed.
But there was no, I was just more like, experience, like, oh, what can this be like? You get me? Because I've been policed at this point here. Police station was somewhere that I went quite a lot. You know what I mean? So I knew the system with the stations. I knew that it's police station.
But you never reached this point.
I never reached this point. I've always got out. I've always got bail. So for me, I was like, I'm going to get bail, man. You know what I mean? I got so much bail at that point there. I just knew that bail. I thought bail was coming. You get me? And the bail never came. And it's like, rah. But then when I went to the police, when I went into the system, the jail system, it was completely different than the police station. It was more like... it was more, what can I say? It wasn't as dreadful as a police station.
Okay.
You know, police station is really like isolation and it's just basically like block. So I went to the detention center, juvenile center, it was more...
Well, nice.
I wouldn't say nice because... You know, I don't want to send no bad messages out there. You get me? But it wasn't nice at all because it's just dead. You know, you know, I've got potential, man. Why am I going to be here? You know what I'm saying? For the other niggas, it might be something that nice, but you know what I mean? Like freaking... I was from a good home, man. My shit went fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I shouldn't even be here. You know what I'm saying?
You can eat food. You
can
go London when
you know what I'm saying? I can go to and from. So to me, it's more like, but it was I was the first out of my brothers to go into that. I wasn't in the back. I wasn't even the one that was even in trouble a lot at school. But I ended up being the one that went to the jail first. Yeah.
Wow.
So it was more like, oh, my real name's Andre. Like, oh my God, I can't believe Andre's the good one. Shit, man. You know what I mean?
Because the Prezi's the eldest.
Yeah, Prezi's the oldest, yeah.
Did you ever get in trouble for like taking you man down the wrong path? Did anyone say that?
No, because we're so close in age, yeah.
Apparently 1 year apart each.
Yeah, so it's kind of difficult for Prez to, it's more like, it's a bit more difficult for Prez to like say, "Oh, come do this, bro." But Prez was always on his own thing because Prez is, although he's a year older, he was like 5 years older. Prez has always been like someone of like, it's always seemed like he was older, you know what I mean? So he didn't really want to fuck with us like that. Yeah, you little niggas go over there. Whereas I was more like, yeah, H, come with me, you get me? Roll with me. Prez is more like, I ain't fucking with you little niggas, man. You know what I mean? Prez is always there. Huh?
Is he the evil? If there was an evil one out of you guys, isn't it? Like, he would probably be the most evil. As in regards to...
I would say H had Dr. Evil elements.
Yeah, no, H looks like a madman.
Yeah.
Like, you just don't want to...
At the time, H is more like, like... the guy in Austin Powers. They go, ooh, the guy with the bald head. Yeah, the Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
H is more like that, formulating plans to take over sort of shit. Prez was a bit of a bully when I was growing up, but... like my way or the highway until you eventually you have strength to stand up to me. Like, no.
Yeah, I heard you, man.
Hey, go down like this.
You guys have been fighting.
Yeah, because it was only a year apart. But Prez has always been stronger until, you eventually get,
we're even.
Hey, man, I ain't taking this no more, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going to fight back, man. But Prez was always like, had his own room. I shared a room with H growing up. So it was always... I had to share a lot with H, when Prez always was more like, I'm on my own thing, man. You don't get out of my room. We're coming in Prez's room to try to play computer. He's kicking us out. You get me? His brethren coming round. He's like, my little brothers, man, get the fuck out. You know what I mean?
And they're only 1 year apart.
Yeah, but more cramping his style sort of thing. But yeah, Prez was always...
Yeah, well, I guess like an older child, innit? It gets like that, innit?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you guys all lived together, innit, at one point. What was the music influence in you lot's yard?
My mum always had like the tapes. My mum used to sing.
Okay.
And my dad was a sound man.
Okay, it makes sense.
So it was always in man's household to be like that, you know what I mean? And then, so my mum always would go body music, music that used to be there on the high road. She would always go there and come back home with a new CD. At one stage, I think my mum was working at the college.
Oh, Tottenham College,
yeah. So she would always come home with CDs and records and all that. So we'd always play them, and she liked hip hop. My mum liked rap. So, what was it called? Like that sort of, what's that type of music called? I think it was called swing?
What, that old school swing? Can't be old school swing, though.
Swing like Adina Howard, the R. Kelly era.
Well, R&B.
But that whole Warren G, that was like Montel Jordan, G-Funk, that whole type of music, that whole era there, that West Coast, and all that stuff there. My mum would always come home with a CD. So that's how man got educated for the music. And I grew up in the box era, where you can always play. The box was always on the TV and all that. So if something came on the box and they were selling that CD, you'd come on with it like that, you know what I mean? So I always was musically inclined. And I was always reading the back of the CDs, the thank yous, and sometimes they came with lyrics, you know what I'm saying? So that's how man really got into this whole thing of writing lyrics, because the CD booklets had the lyrics in there. So you would learn the words and learn the pattern of rhyming and stuff like that, and through that.
And what is there like a UK influence that made you rap specifically? Because when you were rapping, obviously you came out straight, because I used to hate, I'm a hip hop guy as well. Yeah. I used to hate the American accent thing. Yeah. And you came out one of them niggas straight, your voice.
Yeah, straight British. Yeah.
So who was your influence, isn't it? Well,
nah, I used to always rap these guys' lyrics, I always knew that they rap a certain way and they got like... First of all, SAS, I would say, made me believe that it was possible. But I was rapping before that, So it's not like SAS in a sense where...
They don't get no ratings for some reason. Yeah. I mean, it's like they're people sleep on them.
Yeah, man, but them man made me believe, that,
you can take it to America, they can rate you.
Dipset might hear this.
Yeah,
and I like Dipset, and I think, so them man there, like, shit, Dipset actually think that these men are hard. Like, so there's a way, you know what I mean? Dipset, Dave Dash, you might get to Jay-Z. So I thought, shit, man, them man bridged the gap to make me believe that. And then Rayfan gave me a mixed instrumental CD. Rayfan was a producer of theirs that they worked closely with, and he gave me. But Rayfan was connected through Obi and Dice Recordings. Okay, so I think he gave some beats to them or something. Or there was a connection, or somehow how me and Rayfan crossed paths because there was no social media. So I'm trying to think how I actually said, "Hey, give me a CDs," because it was, I don't even know. Somehow, somewhere I got his number. I think he done a beat for Skepta, I think. Yeah, he done a beat for Skepta one time. And then that went on some Dice Recordings compilation, And then somehow, somewhere I got Rayfan's number or something, or some contact with him. Was it his Instagram because it wasn't bad then. And then,
MySpace,
I was like, "Hey man, come give me some beats, man." You know what I'm saying? I need some beats. And he gave me a beat CD, you know what I mean?
Well, you at the time though, for him to even give it.
No, I mean, I was just Pab. You know what? I was just Pabs from around the way. You know what I'm saying? So that held some weight to him.
What was your first? Shows of the Year? Was that your first single?
Well,
is it Shows of the Year or Shows?
I mean, Shots of the Year was
that's what even went on my radar.
That's probably my first video that I put out.
Okay.
Yeah, because on YouTube, that was probably my first video.
That was on Channel U as well, though, for a piece, no?
Nah.
No, are you sure?
Nah.
Channel U weren't even about, you're saying?
Channel U was there, but...
You didn't put it on there?
No, we didn't put it on there.
Because the quality was good enough to be on Channel U.
Yeah,
remember there were some songs on there that was fucking warning. Remember that song? Warning, this one's storming, this is the warning.
Nah.
Fam, that was the worst video of all time. It must have been shot on that fucking Leaf Nokia phone or something.
Shit, I think Channel U were charging a certain amount of money, I think, at the time. I don't know how much they were charging, but I just thought to myself, YouTube came out then. So I just thought, hey man, YouTube's the new thing, innit? Like, so man could just fling it on there. But I did try to, you know what? We did try to get a tune on Channel U. I did do a video and all that with some guy called Mark. He was from Walthamstow. He Gasman just took our money, and then we had to just then we had to take his camera. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And then we just burnt a bridge. Like, we was just a bit too knuckleheadish back then. You get me?
But he didn't do what he delivered, innit? Sometimes,
he didn't do what he delivered.
Sometimes people don't respect anything.
Yeah, there you go. But my first songs were like just songs that we used to just make in the studio that never really came out. My first video was probably Shots of the Year, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
So you're saying in terms of SAS are the ones that kind of made you think this shit is possible?
Yeah, so I thought SAS really made me, I would say, we made a compilation called Bloodline Music Volume 1. I don't think there was no Rayfan beats on that, but I used to just closely watch SAS, man. But to this day, I think.
But what I'm trying to say is, in terms of, obviously, if that was on Bloodline Music Volume 1, then that means this Meridian had already started, though, innit?
Oh, yeah, Meridian. So me and Skepta, so we made a song called Don't Fuck Around. I think that was like one hip-hop tune as Meridian that we done, and I featured on it. But I was mainly like, them man done a lot of grime. And I didn't really think I was that great. You know what I mean? I tried my thing, and it's like, yeah, I the crowd didn't.
They weren't giving you the love.
They weren't giving me the love that they gave them, man. So, you know what? There was some man that didn't actually take the message, and they still today rapping. I don't know, I'm just saying within the game, a lot of man weren't really those ones to like, you know what I mean? They didn't woo the crowd, and they just didn't get the message. You know what I mean? I got the message.
About grime though, they were rating individuals, isn't it? Like, and this is no disrespect to anybody rapping currently. Certain times it's just not for you, innit? Like, but for me, the Flirty D thing, innit, I didn't get in it. Personally, innit? My vibers, like, bare guys rate Flirter. There's certain moments of Flirter, I'm like,
yeah.
But in terms of this beatboxing stuff, innit, as a verse, it wasn't my cup of tea.
Right.
Now, what I would say about, Meridian at the time, your brother is the one, I didn't rate grime whatsoever. I was into hip hop. I was listening to Nas and that. Yeah. So to hear this, just say one line and then repeat it 30 times and then change the last word at the end of it and make it a 16, to me, I was like, this is nonsense. But your brother is the one that I was like, oh shit.
H. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
This is hard.
That's who I was up against. So I'm thinking, shit, man. Fucking hell, he's making it hard for me. Shit. I was like, fuck this, man. My little brother's getting more love to me. Fuck it. Like, let me just support their man's thing, you get me, and just be that. Because not everyone is meant to be like an MC. Some of us need to be someone that's behind the scenes doing things, like connecting the dots. And I always saw that, you know, not everyone's going to be... There was a guy that drove us to the radio station called Luke. You know what I mean? Big up Luke, ex-PP. He had a Ford Escort. He was the one that drove us to places. You get me? He was very important to the actual Meridian movement, you know? There was DJs, there was people, there was just little people that did actually write bars that were very important. So I was just trying to figure out, all right, cool.
What's your role?
What's my role? You know, you ain't leaving me behind. I need to be, I'm in fucking involved, you know what I'm saying? So that was my thing. So although I had the ability to write bars, the song making weren't really there yet. We was on radio. Song making is easy because I could take time out and all that stuff there. Just don't sound right. Let me change it. But once you touch the mic and you ain't getting no wheel ups, man. You know, just put the mic down, bro. It's time.
That wheel up thing is unfair though.
Yeah.
Because certain times, like me, like Chip as well. Chip, I rate Chip in it as the MC.
Yeah.
But some of the things he gets a wheel up for, I'm like, nah, that's not even the part that you're supposed to be wheeling up. So I don't know what's going on no more.
If I say that, I'm a hater. You know what I'm saying? Where you came from. But yeah, like Chip's cold still, but...
Yeah, he's cold, but they'll wheel up. Chip might run out of bars. I won't run out of bars. And then,
But Chip's early stuff, I think, was very much H influence. I think it was very much... But I think...
Everyone's H influence.
Yeah, but I don't think... So I don't think a lot of people know where the actual thing came from originally. So you might hear someone else say, I like that. And then before you know it, it's just like... It's so far gone, you don't know where the original source came from, you know what I mean? But when I hear old Chip, I think, no, this sounds just like H, you know what I mean? Like friggin', he got a bar when it's like, I'm a Glazemore soldier, but that's H's flow. To me, he might disagree, you get me?
But
and not even no shades, just say.
Obviously, you man are so, even Chip as well, you guys are so much involved in the earliness and the foundation of grime that what you guys do is considered grime, innit?
Right.
So it's a case of niggas won't give you the credit for it because they're just calling it grime, innit? Right. They're not saying that this is H. They're saying this is grime. So because even Presti's flow as well, innit?
True.
It's so it's very much Presti. As in you can't. To the point where even at one point when he first came out, I didn't rate it. I didn't rate it at all. And when he first came out, until grime got on, and then I went back, I was like, okay, cool. Because all my friends were like, nah, Presti's the hardest. Presti's the hardest. And this is what your actual family has brought to kind of like music. I'm saying this from the outside looking in, innit? If he was not here, I would say the same thing as well. In terms of when it comes to grime, what H was doing, that is my grime. That's what brought me in to grime. Even, obviously everyone was on this grease thing as well in grime. The H was doing the grease thing, which was believable to me as well, innit?
That's that as well. Yeah, man. I mean, there you go. Believable because you know what? Man was actually like living that grimy life. You know what I'm saying? The grime life.
And I can confirm. One of my cousins, this part... One of my, because this is a conversation first and foremost. One of my cousins, this guy, he actually lived in Edmonton. Funny enough, I messaged him around 2 months ago when I knew I was going to have you on, just to verify the story. He doesn't remember this to me. So this guy started playing around with guns, isn't it?
Oh, yeah?
I'm not even putting this in.
That's statute of limitations. It's over, man.
Well, I don't even know if that exists. He got dick for his crimes anyway, innit?
Okay.
Currently, he got sent back to Nigeria, innit? And basically, what he told me, but he denies it now, but what he told me was basically... I think the word, because he lived in Edmonton. Right. And this is when Edmonton and Tottenham were cool, as in there was no... basically, H knew that he played around with guns, isn't it? And then H asked him, to borrow his strap. I don't know what H was. Maybe if he wanted to take it, I don't know. But he asked him for it. And this is me raw. So I was like, and I was hearing H. This is me, wow. So this guy actually plays around with them, innit? All allegedly. And I was like, wow. So I started when he was rapping, maybe that's why it's so dear to me, because I believed what he was saying, innit? I believed at least he was from that environment, innit? So I made it more real to me.
You know what? When I look back at it, sometimes at the time when you're so close to everything that's happening, you don't know. You might think that everyone is the same as you, but when I look back at man's timeline of youth, I see that me and my bros went up north and came back with different influences from Birmingham and Manchester. And then basically, like, gave it to the man then without realising, because, you know, you are influenced by who you're around. I'm influenced by a lot of Brum man, a lot of Manchester man. I went up to Manchester and they were living life completely different. I went to Birmingham, I came back with some Birmingham ways. And then just naturally, it's like, it's like having COVID. Someone's going to catch it, you know what I'm saying? And then everyone else in Meridian would have caught on to whatever I got influence from, H got influence from, and then Prez got influence from, without even realising at the time.
You know, in saying that, obviously I've watched some of your old videos as well, innit? Yeah. In saying that, and what was it? This is not even shade to anybody. It can never be shade, innit? Yeah. But when I first heard Boy Better Know, when I first heard it, even the term Boy Better Know, instantly you can, and I think even Jamie admitted it, it's a H. I think it might even have been a H bar or something, isn't it? So you can hear the swag of it. Yeah. Kind of, so like you're saying, it kind of rubbed off on Jamie, and Jamie would admit it as well. I think Skepta was going around saying that H was the best as well, innit? Yeah. So even that whole, swag that H bought kind of birthed even the name of what Boy Better Know is, isn't it? Yeah. They would say it. They would say it. Like, at the time, it was like, you know, give me some reparations. Wait, you reckon is that where his energy is, isn't it? What? Is that your brother's energy? Because... No, I mean, well, H had the bar, Boy Better Know, and then it's like... me coming out, this can't come out, and me coming out with this can't come out records. You know what I mean? Imagine you never had this as a name as your podcast, yeah? And he says, it's come out. And I used to say, just this can't come out all the time. This can't come out. What's his name? Lippy. I had a show called, my show called Let Me Land, right? And then Lemmy, I put Lemme Land, right? And then... You know, I really, like I said, I've only done like 3 or 4 episodes of it. And then like fast forward, I'm going on the internet, I've seen Lippy's got a show called Let Me Land. And I'm just thinking to myself, you know, did you take that off me? Or, no, it's a phrase that everyone uses, isn't it? Yeah. So really and truly, I mean, my mom used to say, Boy Better Know. And like, you know, things like that. It's a phrase, isn't it? You know what I mean? But people would hear Boy Better Know and think that it's only coming from like... the company itself, but it was a phrase, Boy Better Know, don't fuck with me, or whatever you might say to yourself or whatever like that, Boy Better Know, tidy up your bedroom or whatever, you get me? And then so, them man actually made it, probably saw the value in it to the point where, you know, that's a good name for a company. Can't knock them for it because, shit man. But how did it become a damn minute? Because at one point it was all of you. Yeah, I mean, you got the Harris brothers and the Adenuga brothers, and then you got the Harris brother and then Bossman families, but he was always like a brother in his own right anyway, so it's just different surname, but really and truly it's just that function, right? And then you got Dan as well, who was part of it as well. Yeah, no, Dan was, in the split, Meridian split, that was more on your side, surely. Yeah, but not because he... Until after your RTM interview. Nah, we're blessed now, we're blessed. I know you're blessed now. I was salty, man. I was salty. I can admit it, you know what I'm saying? But me and Dad see each other, man, you know what I mean? I feel bad for that, but still. But everyone knows what it is, man. It's love at the end of the day. It's always love. It's always love. But freaking, so... like, there's the two families, basically. And then Dan was always cool with both, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, these men at such a height, it may be hard to reach. You know what I mean? So it's like, and looking back at it now, their schedules is different to ours. So where we don't see them often, you know, you might think, oh, that man not rate, man. But it's not even that. When you look at it deeply, they're busy, and you know what? They even if they turn their company into Boy Better Know, it's not just, I'll tell you, Boy Better Know, the millions are going to come. Yeah, facts. They've still got to work it, you know what I'm saying? They've still got to work that engine in order for it to actually be something of value, you get me? You know what's crazy? From what you're sounding like now, I'm hearing like a lot of growth compared to what was like at the beginning of it. As a new man, at one point, you man sounded like you did. And it's from the outside looking in, obviously I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, From the outside looking in, it looked like you man didn't like them, but them man were giving out olive branches certain times on the vibe, like boom. Especially like you even said it yourself, Jamie was quite neutral in this season. He didn't really say anything. I think you guys thought that Skepta was doing little things here and there. I don't know. I haven't binge watched Skepta's content, so I don't even know what Skepta was saying at the time. but it seemed like they'll be trying to do 1, 2 olive branches, because everything I've ever heard Skepta say in regards to you, man, seems positive, innit? Whereas on the at that period of the time, it seemed like, oh yeah, they do a little nice shit for you, man, or something. Or I tried to do an olive branch, a bring in, and you're like, okay, cool. You're humble enough to accept the olive branch, but afterwards it's like, yeah, man did that, innit? Fuck that man though anyway, innit? That's what from the outside looking in, the energy looked like, innit?
You know what? It's just, man, like I said, man, I went to jail at 16 early on. When I was coming out, H was just going in. I think he was in a week. And then as H was coming out, Prez was going in. And then man moved to Birmingham, man moved to Manny. Man's upbringing from 14 onwards, 13, 14 was a bit turbulent. So ignorance was very much man's survival mode, you know what I mean? So like, whereas like Bossy and Skepta, they went school together, and Birdie never went Birmingham or Manny. So his relationship with them was a bit more stable, whereas man was a bit more
distance can
right. But we were all. But when Meridian started, we was all calm. You get me? But I'm just saying, like man's survival instinct kicks in sometimes and things. You know what I mean? So man, thing was just like, you know, I don't know, maybe we had abandonment issues, so to speak. You know, but I think about it psychologically.
No, but it can't be, because what? From on the net point of view, President T seems calm.
No, Prez was cool. Prez was always cool. It's probably more.
Yeah, it was
H, and I was a big H. I was like I said, I was the man behind H, but before manager was a thing for artists to have, I was managing H. When I look at the job description of what I had, I was practically managing H, driving him to here and there, whatever booking he needed, holding up friggin' Rewind magazine and another UK record shop, Grime Daily, making all of those moves on behalf for H, basically, because I could see that if I don't do it, he might. He's a tough person, and he's saying a lot of shit. So I'm gonna have to back him some way or the other. Let me rather than I just get a phone call and be like, "Yo, man, this man's tried it." Let me just stay right beside you. And through staying right beside him, I thought, you know what,
de-escalate issue.
Yeah, right.
Or just
you know what I'm saying. So the studio. Built the studio, facilitated the man them and all that. Because boy, better know we're building an alliance with Roll Deep. Roll Deep were pretty big. So we was getting washed away. Like, hey, man, don't forget us, man. We need you, nigga.
I saw a video, innit? Yeah. Obviously, I didn't get no context of it.
Yeah.
H accused Skepta of treason. And what was the treason in it? What would it have been at the time? What? Silent to Roll Deep.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, that's like I said, we was 21. When I look at how a 21-year-old boy thinks now, it's completely different to how I think now. You get me? So you think, what? You've only been them man there, and you're not bringing man. Bringing man, yeah, before social media was a thing. You know what I'm saying? Now man would have that. Man would act like, hey man, you gotta get on yourself, man. Yeah, all right, cool. Each one teach one, bro. Back in the day, bringing man was the only way. That was the only way you was gonna get somewhere sometimes. Boss me on something, innit?
Especially if you're a movement as well, innit?
Right.
And it's like, okay, cool. Oh, you got a nice opportunity.
Yeah, listen, I used to leave New Era hats at Skepta's. Next thing you know, he's wearing it. That's your hat now, bro. You get me? Same vice versa. That's how we shared so much shit, yeah.
What, the legendary one, the one with the eyes?
Nah. The fear, not the no fear one. But I'm saying like a Celtic one or whatever, you get me? Next thing you know, your brethren's wearing your hat. I'll lend the hoodie to Boss Man. Next thing you know, he's wearing it all the time. It's his hoodie now. If anyone sees me there, they think I'm wearing his thing. You get me? That's how it was. H wearing on practice hours, he's wearing a Converse cardigan. Okay, that was my cardigan. But he wore it so much it became his cardigan. Like, so that's how we grew. Like, you know, we were just borrowing stuff from one another. We never had no, like, you know, selfridges money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like that. You get me? Freaking, we would go fucking, what do you call it? Crickos, man. We was going fucking North Middlesex fucking market, man. Oh, right. You know what I'm saying? Bootleg, you know, by the white tees. You know what I'm saying? That was the thing, you get me? So, because that was right across the street from Meridian, you know what I mean? No shame in my game.
Where is Meridian? That's mental. You know I don't know where Meridian is,
all right,
bro.
you know, Queens, you know where, Hey man, I don't want to expose the secret area. That
Well, do people know where it is though? Because
I'm not sure, but I mean, shit, you can Google
there's
it.
three areas that I feel as though are Meridian. Now there's one, because I know that it has to be, some people think anyway, it's near MPK, innit, yeah?
Not far.
Okay,
Yeah.
but there's also people that say it's near New River, innit?
Oh, nah. Well, nah. It's not nowhere near a New River in that sense, but it's on the same road. So if you're driving to Tottenham from New River...
Like the W3 route.
W3 goes down past the W3 goes past the cemetery, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can get off at the cemetery and you can walk to Meridian from there, basically.
Was there a Brown Eagle area at one point?
Yeah, you know where the Brown Eagle on the corner used to be, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, cool. You go straight up that road, Pretoria Road, and it's like your second left. That's where Meridian is.
Why did the area have so much energy, bruv, innit? Like, I don't get it.
Because we've done music. So so when you check it, yeah, there was a couple parts of Tottenham that got big. Tiverton had what did they
First
have?
Run, Direct Run.
Yeah, but what was their crew called? Too Much Talent, innit? Was it Too Much Talent?
There was more.
TMT.
There was Bang Gang as well.
All right, cool. So Tiverton had its moment, and then Double S and them, man, were from Northumberland Park, right?
Yeah, they're from MPK.
And then
OFB as well with for Farm.
yeah, but they only just came out, really, innit? Yeah, there weren't really no one
But
from...
then Meridian...
What's his name? Solo 45 was from Farm. Get me? You probably better know, innit?
Yeah.
Free Solo. I don't know. Like, you know, he could be innocent, man.
The man can still chat to him, though.
Like, you know what, though? He could be innocent, man. Who knows, man? Get my line on him, you get me? But I don't know. But if he...
I don't know. I
don't know. This can't come out. But, yeah, so Meridian was probably like the one that probably took off because of the practice hours as well. So Meridian...
Legendary verse.
Yeah.
My cat's pipe sniff, O's on a night.
There you go.
Like a skunk zoot.
You need a white split. So Meridian got big throughout that circuit, I think, you know what I'm saying? And then from that, people know of this part of Tottenham called Meridian. Like, you know, Farm was probably the area of... Broadwater Farm probably was probably the most baitest part of Tottenham for people that don't know about.
It's got history as well.
Because of the history, yeah. But I think Meridian surpassed it at some stage, and then the OFB lot probably reignited it, because if you tell someone about Farm now without the OFB, they're not thinking of the riots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and Mark Dougie and all of that. So all of that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, friggin' Meridian got big because of that. But when I look back at the ignorance that came from it, it's because of, you know, man was young. Man are growing up in the public eye as well. So you're going to ask me a question at 21. I'm not going to think the same at 31. I'm not going to think the same at 41.
Mature, though. There was elements of you there. There was a lot of maturity in it. And even like in terms of like, I never got with Meridian. Obviously, you guys were young guys at the time. I never got a vibe with you guys. The area in itself never seemed to get extorted in it. You know what I'm saying? In it.
Oh yeah. There was always a boogeyman coming round the
it didn't seem to happen to you, man.
Nah, not
it's like
really.
Even the olders in Tottenham, the older olders at the time, the guys that ran Tottenham at the time, it wasn't let's lean on these guys vibe.
Nah, because they like just before us was the North Star era, and I guess we were like, as they were coming out of the game and then, merging off into different things and what have you, we was coming up. So I guess there might have been guys a couple years older than us that were subject to that. But there's a little gap in the age where, you know, we know of you lot, but you lot don't really know of us like that. But you're going to get to know us through the music, you know what I mean? But I remember C came through one time, because a couple of North Star guys, because they might have seen what Skepta was doing in Iron Napa or something like that. I think, and they came over and wanted to talk about possibility of signing.
How does that work though? They drive through the area?
Because they had Napa on Smash, back in those days. So I think they connected with Skepta in Napa, seen him with Wiley. And I remember one of them coming round, and then I don't know, they went off over there and had a little talk. I was like, what are you lot talking about? What was it? He said something like that, you know, might want to manage or something. I think it was something like on those lines there, try and manage.
What's the climate? What song was that at the time, in your opinion? Like,
I think the Gunshot Rhythm.
Okay.
I think Skepta remixed one of Wiley's tunes, And then it got pretty big in Napa and all that. So Skepta was probably getting known for his producer skills before he rapped, innit? I think that might have been, I think that's got to have been it. Because there weren't really much songs that were blowing up at that time from our camp. There was songs on radio, like Deja Vu and all that. Jamie made a lot of beats on Music 2000, PlayStation. Skepta would make beats on the same things. And then H and Birdie and Prez and Jamie would rap on them. But Skepta weren't really rapping at the time. So I think that was the song because it got big. And then Wiley pressed up the tune or something like that. But I remember Wiley weren't like paying man his dues. So me and H got his number one time. And we was like pretending, like, hey man, you better pay Skepta his money.
Pretend to be who? Oh, are you being
I don't
yourself?
know who he was pretending to be, man.
Oh, you just prank called it?
Yeah, but you better give man their money. You get me? I don't know, but
What,
yeah.
is this the first time you've mentioned that you've done it? Or does he know?
I think it's the first time I've mentioned it, yeah. It's the first time, but we got his number. We was like, yeah, man, we'll link you right now. Come get the money. Maybe we was going to try and get the money and just give Skepta say, look, man, I got some money for you, man. Look, boom, boom, boom. But I don't know, but yeah, we never got it. But after that, I think them two linked up. So my phone call might have been the one that made them link up. He might have got him shook in the boots a bit. I don't know.
Oh, right. That'd be sick, man. I'd love for Wiley to see this and clear that up.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I remember back in the day, because obviously I've actually got good grades, innit? Like, what was it? I went to a school in Muswell Hill.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went to a school called Fort Smith, Muswell Hill. Great education. I remember, because I wanted to rap as well, innit? So everyone wanted to rap. And then I used to think, I used to look at Wiley at the time, innit, and I used to think he was a waste man. Like, I thought the whole rapping thing, innit? Because there was no money in it whatsoever. I didn't know that you man were visionaries, innit? At the time, innit? I was looking at it, thinking, look at these waste men. Oh my God, they're just gonna be rapping. And now look.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So you certain times you're rubbing people out.
Yeah.
But no, they're the niggas that you need to be following. They've got a dream.
Well, I mean, I kind of felt the same way in a sense. That's why I was kind of on the road. So I think, you man ain't
But that's funny though. To be on the road instead of rapping is just as bad. They ain't in it.
At least I'm getting paid every day. These men gotta wait. They gotta wait. But they started getting paid more than me. I saw the change. Man, like I remember. Then man came back from my Napa and they needed to change money. For some reason, the brewery change or whatever was closed. So it was like, oh, Pabs, can you give me some cash and I'll change it? And I was like, nah, man, I don't take no money. I was trying to like, style it a bit. Like, all right, cool, I do, boom, boom, boom. So I remember the stages, but they got paid for their craft and came back with whatever, I don't know if it was euros back then. It might have been euros. It might have been some Cyprus money. I don't know where it is, but yeah. But then, that's when we took the legendary picture. There's a Meridian picture with me, H, Bossy, Jamie. I don't know if Jamie's in the Jamie, Skepta. And Dan missed out on a lot of pictures, Back.
Yeah, Dan was like a mythical character.
Yeah.
He had that verse, innit,
It's Dan.
R6 on Dan.
It's Dan, yeah.
Niggas loved it.
Yeah. But I think Dan blew up. People start to see his face on Private Caller. With the motorbike. That's when his thing blew up still. But
then you wouldn't hear from him. And then you'll hear from him. So it was always like a treat when you heard a Dan verse, innit?
It was like this is from the audience. But I always saw him. But I can know that it was quite mythical because he would just be on it and then fade off. But it was like me. Dan had a girl at home. You get me? Like me, I had a girl at home. So we was like, these men are rapping so that the girls like them. We already had a girl at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was living at my mom's, my girl was in my room, and then we come radio, I'm like, I got pussy at home. I got pussy, man. You man got out there so you can get some pussy. I got pussy right here. So Dan always had in-house pussy. I had in-house pussy, so we didn't really need to.
You were already on the rapping thing like that?
Yeah, we had girls at home, man. But then to the point where your girls are starting to think, I like that, your brother's part. I'm like, what? You know, my brother, fuck you, bitch.
Studio, right at 16,
yeah, start writing these bars, man. You're holding me back, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I guess that's for me anyway. And Dan always had a girl, so I guess he was on the same. Get me? He always had, and I think he was breeding dogs as well. So he always had like some American football, some big dog. So he always had another vision of bigger money and dreams. You get me? He would sell these dogs and get his peas.
Does he start going to fighting or something? I heard he was...
Yeah, he was doing the boxing thing as well, yeah. So he was doing a lot of, repped for like a couple fights he had. That's a couple like fights as well.
Right, but that didn't stop you from chatting about him.
But you know what? It's brothers, man.
Facts, innit?
Brothers, man. You know, I know that me and him are never ever going to get to that level of that.
But you know what's correct? Because you said you started speaking for 10 years, innit, yeah? Or something like that. You weren't really jacked.
I think I was miscalculating. It might have been 7.5 or something like that.
But I'm saying certain times, yeah, that's a long time, innit?
Yeah. But time flew.
It does.
You get me? But we never spoke for some time. But for what it's worth, it was always a fight. His number never changed. I could have called him, but once again, ignorance, man. You know what I mean?
No, sometimes it's love, though. You know when you got love on your heart, yeah? And no one, and as a man, like obviously you're a man's man, innit? No one's really chatting about this type of stuff. So when someone gives you an opportunity to say something, innit? You're like, fuck it, man, innit? This is what I want to say, innit? This is how I feel,
but you know what? That got us friends again. Yeah. So
what was this? What did he say to you when you smoked to each other after the fact?
So there was still no contact or nothing like that, but I went to a spot that we all eat in, and I went with my youths, and he was with his youth, and I bumped into him, and we was, oh shit.
What, just you and your youths?
Yeah, I was with my youths, he was with his youth.
What, not even significant others, just the children?
Yeah, my baby mum was with me at the time. Okay, what about... And he was with a mutual brethren at the time, you get me? So we went into the spot now, and then, bumped into him, man. And then, we just... had a spit. I went in there to scope it out to see if any tigs were in there. You don't want to go there. Any tigs, you get me? But this was this is some while back now. I don't know. This is probably like when was that interview? This is about 2-3 years ago now.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think that interview it seems like it was the other day, but it was really about a little while back now. So I walked in and then I'm scoping it out to see any old flames is in there, whatever. And then because one time I went in there with one of my things, and then one of a thing that I used to bring there was with a new man. I was like, yo, what the fuck you doing in my spot? Busting your man in your spot. Yeah, so I'm messaging her and I said, you really got...
while she was in there?
I was like, you got some fucking nerve, man, bringing him here. And then she's looking up, she's like, next thing you know, she left, you get me?
You got some fucking nerve.
I'm there with my thing now, it's like, she can watch this, I don't give a fuck. I ain't fucking with that bitch no more anyway. Neither of them. But freaking, I was in there now, so I'm going in there thinking so the last night, I'm making sure that no one else is in there, so I'm going to scope it out now. As I walk up, I see Dad. So we start talking, innit? And we just air things out and all that. And the next, I brought my kids in, and then both our kids were playing. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, we started talking, and then that's when we took that picture. We took a picture where we was like, pause, holding each other's throats, like, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I remember that picture.
And then we showed the world, and it was like, But that was good though, still, man. You know what I mean?
How did it come off? Was it like, yo, what go on? Like, are you good?
No, as soon as I saw him, I sat down next to him. I goes, oh yeah, man, I've been meaning to speak to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, well, you right, Pabs? Like, yeah, because it's not like he's gonna see me and pick up a knife and think, you got put pussy, you talking about? Because because this is the thing. Because I'm openly speaking about my life on the camera, he has the right. I can't be vexed if he sat down with spray and started rubbing me out or saying whatever, because I done it anyway, you know what I'm saying? And then so if he wants to say his version might make people, think, right, man, Pabs, man, you know what I mean? For whatever, everyone, there's 3 sides to the story, his story, my story, and then
Did you get his side? Did you guys get to the truth? Because I see you posting. Yeah. I saw you post Colin today even, innit?
Yeah.
So that is the same Colin, right, innit? That you guys were chatting about. So what is the story now?
No, but Spray knows what he's doing. He's a mind games mastermind, you get me? So his whole thing was to draw traffic to his thing, and then, a headline, and so how he was worded it will make me react in a certain way. He's like, and I was playing smart. Probably done his research and thought, let me trigger Pabs to say something. Keywords. Was Colin in the room
as well?
Nah, Colin went in the room, but Colin was managing at the time. But Colin's from Meridian.
Yeah, I heard about it, because LA.
Oh, yeah. She's from Meridian too.
She's from Meridian, though.
She used to live in Meridian.
Did you? Oh yeah, maybe she did.
She used to live in Meridian. She don't live there now, but she said she's at her house in Meridian. I'm pretty sure she did.
Because I know she lived there. You know, Lordship Lane, yeah.
Maybe she didn't, but I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure she lived in Meridian, and she never
probably went there, man. She probably didn't live there. Because I know one of her yards in Lordship Lane.
But that's as an adult. That's her yard, right?
Yeah. No, that was when she was in secondary school, innit?
Is it? Yeah. Oh, she probably just came. I thought she from there, you know.
Maybe she knows the areas, though, innit? I don't mean like that, but okay. She knows the areas, innit? She's a Tottenham girl,
I thought she was from Meridian, but yeah, you're probably right. She probably was just friends with the Meridian girls.
Yeah, she used to do music.
Yeah. I actually thought she was. But anyway, I'm from Birmingham, innit?
Yeah, fact.
So I came back now. There's a whole bunch of people around here that I did. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, them man they had business together through management and all that. And you know how it is, man. You know, you think that your manager ain't, you know, doing whatever. But as an artist, sometimes your ego's mad. You know what I'm saying? And then you think like, you know, I'm writing these bars, you know. And, you know, I built this.
Now 30%'s looking at it.
Say, I built this shit brick by brick.
Yeah,
and then I have every damn for little nigga, you know, like frankly, Satan said it.
Yeah.
So I guess that whatever they had resulted in them parting their ways, you get me? But where Colin is now, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Colin just stuck to whatever it is. And if Dan stuck to doing music, irregardless of whatever made him stop, you know what I'm saying? He's still. I
ain't heard about Dan's song, to be honest, but I've only heard two, innit? Apart from his historical stuff in with Grime. Those two songs I did hear, they were good tunes, innit?
But you know what the thing is? Because Dan's tune blew up, you expect... this is the gift and the curse of blowing up. Like every song has to blow up.
Yeah, it has to be that.
Yeah. And if it doesn't, failure. Yeah. And if it doesn't, but if you check out his second song, third song, or fourth song,
probably decent numbers, isn't it?
It probably did have numbers that some man can't get. You get me? So we're about to say 1 or 2 drinks or whatever like that. The numbers were still good, but they just were probably just didn't perform as good as German Whip. But the numbers was probably still good. But you know what? Dan got the bag though. You know what I mean? He got the bag, and but Dan, you know what? When I look at it now, Dan's always been fortunate enough to know what he wants to do. You know what I mean? Dan's got skills in other areas that he doesn't necessarily have to like worry whether it makes it or not. Whereas I'm thinking, this is all I got, man. This is what the streets. You know what I'm saying? So with him, it's like, you know what I mean? Whereas he's like, well, you know, if it don't work out there, I'm good. You get me? But I didn't see it like that then, you know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, I put my blood, heart and soul into this Bloodline thing. There, you know, there's a symbol, the clothing, the studio, the persona, like the image and the mystery behind us and stuff like that. I'm very personal with it. So that's why...
This is your lane as well, though, isn't it?
What?
This, what you're doing right now, like, this is your lane, isn't it? Like, it's 100% a lane for you, innit?
Yeah, I could talk.
Because you're unfiltered as well. You're not like, obviously when you don't want to be in it, but you're not like disrespectful, but you're someone that gives their opinion.
Yeah.
You don't mind speaking about people as well, you know what I'm saying? And you've been in it enough to have enough knowledge about certain shit, innit? That your opinion is respected enough, innit?
Yeah.
So this is definitely something that you need to be looking into as well.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's the commitment of, like I said, man, this, you know, bro, you were setting up for a little while, you know what I'm saying? And I done that, like I said, had a podcast with Birdie, and I was the one setting up. Birdie's here eating the Doritos, like...
Hey, hurry up!
Not really, like, I'm like, hey, man, do you want to help? And he's like, what? I'm like, you know what I mean? So it's like, but I could do it. I've got a green screen at home. I might, you know what I'm saying? But then it's like, I like structure. You know what I mean? Like I've got a bit of OCD. So if I don't feel like,
you're doing it,
you know what I mean? I just feel like, yeah, you know what? This ain't gonna come out. But I do like to feature on podcasts and talk. But then, yeah, man, you know.
I've got a question to ask you as well, innit? Because there seems to be a theme with a lot of your like fallouts, isn't it? Now, because you're someone, and I completely get it, as a self-starter myself, innit?
Yeah.
When you start things, isn't it? Then you clock how flagrant and how disrespectful humans are certain times, and the audacity that they have certain times. When you're like, rah, if I was in the position that you were in, I would move accordingly, innit? But you man are not moving the way I expect you man to kind of move, innit? Because obviously, like you said, you built the Bloodline studio. So therefore, like, you're not charging niggas to use it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're thinking, obviously, it's an unwritten contract and rule, but you're thinking, niggas are gonna appreciate this. Once you get the bag, you're gonna try and sort me out in a particular way, innit? But it's one of them ones, innit? Humans are just
Bruv, you know what? One time, yeah, and it hurts, man. But it's like, have some consideration, tap in. But man, sometimes man are like, man will accuse you of bitching for something that. You know, pull your socks up, man. It's not even that deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then they want to scream Men's Mental Health Week. When I crash out now, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man's crazy.
Because I know how you feel.
Yeah, man.
There was one girl, imagine, this girl, and I'm not bitching about this as well.
Yeah.
There was one girl, she wanted to become a DJ. I was throwing events.
Yeah.
And I just told her how to become a DJ. Niggas just need to see you doing it.
Right.
Take a picture, and I did it for her.
Yeah.
I got my boy to get her equipment. I took a picture of her DJing.
Right.
And then basically put her on the flyer. She starts getting bookings.
Right.
One of her friends, who's always been her friend, boom, bust her and put her on wireless now, innit?
Yeah.
And she was doing her wireless. She does the interview. I'm watching the interview. But bear in mind, I don't want nothing from this guy. I'm not even trying to beat. Yeah. I'm watching the interview. Oh, right. Look at my girl. She's got an interview now. So how did you start DJing? This girl went straight to wireless. This is me, yo. You didn't mention any of that shit I did. And then I clocked. You can't expect nothing.
Bro, I done this. You know what? I done a song, yeah. It's called Master P, yeah. And then me and my one Bloodline DJ, Doughboy, he I think he made the beat, or we made the beat together, yeah, but I can't remember. I went to his yard and then I thought, oh, cool, feeling like a Master P. I was on Silver Street, broke down half a key. And then that was the hook. I left the hook on there now, and I was gonna come back to do my bar. And then So Large, you know So Large?
No, it sounds familiar though.
Well, yeah, he's not the biggest artist in the world, but freaking he's from East, yeah. And then I think he done a song with Getz called Sandwich. But I really liked I used to like Soul Large's bars, and like I used to think, yeah, man, this guy's. I think he's from Rough Squad. Okay, yeah. But he was coming up, and I thought, yo, man, this guy's all right. He had a song called Sandwich with Getz, and Getz goes, I'm 30. Something about Getz had a sick bar in it. I just thought, yo. So I told Prez, I said, Prez, look at this guy. This guy's sick. Look at these guys. I said, Birdie, look at these guys. This before Getz was big. Nah, this is like freaking 2015 maybe. Yeah. So like, I'm showing Prez about this guy. So large, yeah. Yeah, I'm showing Birdie about this guy. Although they may have known him, I'm like a talent scout. I'm like, yo, man, this guy's all right. You know, check this brother out. So I had a lot of love for this brother, yeah, in terms of like his talent. Yeah, and I didn't want nothing in return. I would have reposted this video, nothing. You get me, nothing long, yeah. And then, so I left. So when he phoned me, he was like, "Yo, Doughboy phoned me and said, So Large came in. He said he wanted to drop a bar on this." He goes, "I goes, yeah, man. Make him drop a bar on it. Go on then. Shit, man. It's there. When I come back, I'll finish it, innit? But whatever." So he had a bar called Bout It, yeah? And he was like, Bout It, bust out 36 ounces. So he jumped on my Master P tune and he followed the theme. And he had a Bout It. And I thought, oh yeah, you know, that makes sense. You get me? And then I went bust back. Bust down half a key, broke down 36. Yeah, all right. So Master P, and then he went Bout It, bust down 36 ounces. You get me? Oh, Bout It, okay. Have you heard the tune Bout It? Yeah, but Master P Bout It, I've heard it. Oh, Master P Bout It. So I got a song called, so my bar was, I feel like Master P broke down half a key, and he goes on and he goes, Bout it, bust down 36 ounces. So, you know, and then so that's the bar. And then I was gonna put it out, but there ain't no rush, you know. I've got songs that I'm releasing now that are from like 3 years old, so I'm just leaving it on the archives. Yeah. Next thing you know, this guy takes his bar off, puts it on a new tune, calls the tune Bout It, and recruits Bossman Birdie on it, and then releases the song. Now I think that's a bit funky still, but Birdie never got the memo. So when I'm driving with Birdie now, he goes, "Oh, So Large sent me a tune. He wants me to." I'm in the car with Birdie now. I was, "Oh yeah, play Pastor Oxley. Solar taught me a tune, wants me to jump on one of his tunes. And he goes, I hear the tune, he goes, dong. I'm thinking, yo, this beat's hard. He goes, bite it. And I'm like, yo. And then he said the same verse, yeah? But he's calling the tune Bite It now. Yeah, that's the hook now. Bust down 36 ounces. Can't fit in my trousers. I got the whole tune bouncing. I know the bars because it was he jumped on the thing. And he wanted Birdie to jump on it. And I thought, that's a bit cheeky, you know?
Yeah, like, definitely it's cheeky.
Yeah.
Why use Birdman?
I'm saying. And then he put Birdman on it. And then so I'm saying to Birdie, I goes, hey man, and this cheeky motherfucker, man, what's the deal? I says, yo, he goes, oh, and the Birdie was like, oh, I don't know. I go, you know what, Birdie, it's nothing, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even a thing. Do your thing, innit? Like, do the tune, you know, if you get, you know, it's cool, whatever. You know what I mean? It's you. It could be worse. It could be someone else, yeah? Then he's on the radio. The guy's like, yo, I think he's on radar, one of these radios, and the guy's asking him, yo, so large, man, this tune's big, man. But I mean, how did the tune come about? And he's like, well, I've always liked Master P. And I've always not like No Limit. And you know what? I've always liked Meridian, so I recruited Bossman Birdie. I thought, wow, what the fuck? I says to myself, yo, man, what's wrong with this nigga? So I went up in the comments and I was like, yo, man, tell the true story, bruv. Like, yo, I'm the wrong person to do this to, you get me? And I could have actually gone, like, global with it. You know, I could have gone, like, live TV with it, but I thought, it's not even that.
It's not that worth it.
It's not even worth it as well. Like, I don't even think my audience even are aware of it.
You had a conversation with them to figure out what that was about.
So, done that, and then, man wanted to come in the DMs and speak like that, but you're on national TV, you know, national IG, yeah, and talking the things. Come back on your story and be like, you know what? It was Pabs that inspired me. Don't try and sneakily be like, my Eva DMs, like, you disrespected me publicly and you want to apologize in the DMs? You know what I'm saying? So his whole thing was like, yo, I want to speak to Pabs. Like, all right, man, you speaking to Pabs, it's gone. You know what I mean? You locked off all connections now, yo. You know what I mean? Sanctions. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not sending no more free aid to fucking Tower Hamlets, or wherever it is that you're from, mate. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I really like So Large's persona and all that.
But did you guys not get back together after that? Or was it?
Nah, I mean, because we're not even from the same way, so I'm never going to bump into you in Tesco and then we're going to have this discussion. I just think, I don't know, whatever. It's a bridge that I was never going to drive on anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what? I'm traumatized by these music guys that you know what I'm saying? Like, I've got PTSD, like I'm coming back from the war hearing bullets still, you know what I'm saying? So when these guys do this, I feel like, you know what? I'm sick of this music, phony, you know, bred in association just before what they can get out of you. And when they get what they're going to get, then they don't even want to tell you know what I mean? And I just feel like music is worse than the road. So when he was trying to like, come in my DMs or speak to, I don't even think he tried to speak to Birdie. I think he was trying to speak to, Prez, or he's trying to speak to someone, trying to get through to him. Someone before me like, oh yeah, So Large wants to talk to you. I want to speak to So Large. Because at the end of the day, I think I might get a bit cheeky.
Yeah, so what's the point?
So what's the point? Yeah. Like, let me just save the insults that I might direct towards you, yeah?
Because you might escalate it to more than it needs to be.
It might, I mean, so let me just...
You know your own temperament.
Yeah, so exactly. So I know thyself, innit? So let me just like, you don't want to talk to me, bro, trust me, because what I've got to say is not diplomatic. You know what I'm saying? And you won't get it. You just probably think, it's just a tune. Yeah, it's just a tune, you get me? You might need to get the resume of how many times I got backstabbed in this thing for you to truly understand that how I might go.
Where you're at with it.
Where I'm at with it. So it's like, I've done the mature route and just cut you off, you know what I'm saying?
That definitely is cheeky though, isn't it? Because why get... Obviously, like you said, you appreciated that it was Bossman Birdie.
Yeah.
That was on it, but it's like, right, you still got a guy from Meridian, innit?
But I was a fan of this guy. I told them, man, about his tune.
I've never heard it, but it sounds nice.
And he had a tune called Sandwich, yeah? Pause, man. You know what I'm saying? But then he put Bossman and I think he put Bossman and Prez T on the remix, but I'm the one that told them, man, about the tune. You get me? So it's like I get it. Like, you want to get you want to get some Spotify, you want to get like more monthly listeners, you know, if them man got reach, you know, you combined, it can, you know, get more of a reach. But them man didn't know about you, bro. It was me that was rooting for you in my household. Like, yo, this is the guy you need to do a tune with, you know, like, because I can see a future projection of where he might be.
Is he still about?
He's still about doing his thing, but to be fair, if he done that shady shit to me, he's probably done it to some other guy, so that's probably where it's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. But to this day, I stopped listening to him from that, so I don't even know what type of good songs he's making now, you know what I mean? Because I don't even listen to the brother, but I actually did like the guy's persona. You get me? I thought, you know what? I wouldn't mind managing a brother like this or something, you get me? But I just didn't like the fact, you know, principle and morally, that was just a bit, you know, I just felt like, yo, man, it's all good you doing all that stuff there. You still got a lifeline with me, but when you went on radio, you didn't give me my props. You thought, you know, I done a tune with Pabs, didn't come out, took the bar off, boom, boom, boom. You didn't even say that.
Sometimes people don't know how to react to those lines of question. Maybe you just didn't want to tell the truth, innit? Telling the truth would be like, oh, well, so why isn't Paper Pabs on it? And you might have had an issue with the truth.
Maybe.
If he said the truth, you'll be like, oh, this fuckboy.
Maybe,
like,
maybe.
Why is he even saying that for
Maybe.
That's a difficult one. Now, let me ask you now, if there was a guy, there's a new younger from Meridian called Meridian YG, innit?
Yeah.
This guy's hard.
Yeah.
Now, he's been using the Bloodline. You saw like you're doing what you're doing, talent scout and that. You spot the talent in him.
Yeah.
Hey, come true, man. Use the Bloodline. You're not charging this guy. He's up inside there. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you're like, you know what, fam? This song over here needs a video. Boom. You pay for his video, innit?
Yeah.
You bring my man down, and I was like, you know who to shoot this video. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Oh, you chat to Posty or Pierre at the time.
Yeah.
Yo, you guys shoot this one. Boom, shoot this. You line this guy up, pause, innit? In position now, innit? Boom. The guy blows up. Yeah, so Meridian Young Gunner blows up. What does he owe Pabs? What is he supposed to do? What needs to happen? As in, like, what is the actual route?
You know what? He can give me verses. You know, he can pay me back for some verses.
But how do you communicate that with him? Do you tell him that at this point? Or what is it? As in, what happens, isn't it?
I just send him a beat. Yo, I got this beat, you know, I need to jump on it, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, he's like, okay, cool.
And if he styles me, like, oh, boy, the management said I can't do that, I'll be like, what? Yeah, fuck your management, man. You know what I mean?
But that's a real thing that could potentially happen. Then what does he do? How does he navigate that? Like, correctly?
Talk to his management and say, yo, man.
Yo, this
you know what I'm saying? Or like, this is the thing, like a lot of people need to actually stipulate in their contracts that I want to be able to still do music with people. Mm-hmm. I think that's what Dan had an issue with sometimes. It's like, it's stipulated in his contract that any song that he does or whatever like that can't go out without their approval.
They have to give him clearance.
Yeah, because they're investing in your outlook and your product, and you know, we're making you this level, so we want to get back. We want to make sure we make a return on that investment. If we're going to spend this much money on you,
you can't just be giving your look out.
Yeah, why are you giving your value away to other people? But in my defense, I would like to think I helped create this whole value or contributed to it to some degree. You get me? So that YG would have to, you know, Meridian YG. He's got to do a little name to it still. A little YG. I would hope. But if I was doing all of that now in this time of age, I need paperwork. I'm not so quick to help someone now without paperwork. I got these Jamaican youths called Brathers in Jamaica, and I went out there and I done bare tunes with them and all that. Like, and then I done videos. I came back, but the video man that done my videos in Jamaica shot 5 videos, only gave me back 2.
Why?
Because he's just taking forever, saying he needs more P's for his internet and all that shit. Like, you know, typical yardman shit. You get me? Like, freaking, but he's thinking that you're the first yardman I've ever done business with or I ever know. You get me? It's not even, you know what? I can't even say it's a typical yardman thing, yeah, because not all yardies are like that.
Niggas do that as well. Bro.
Yeah. I just think that it's like, for instance,
we got it.
They think we got it, and we think they got it. We think that they've got something. They think we've got something, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're trying to finesse me. You're thinking that people don't finesse me in England. You think that there ain't no yardies in England trying to finesse me. You think that this is shit is Newsday. So he's been holding me, and I went Jamaica and. Fucking hell, I went a couple times still, but I can't remember I think I might have gone in September. Yeah, I think it was September when I went last time, yeah. Yeah, I think it was September. So, well, almost September. It's almost been a year since this guy's gave me my shit. You get me? And he's only gave me 2 videos.
What's he saying? Like, what's his vibe now?
Bruv, sometimes he picks up the phone, sometimes he doesn't. You get me? But
That's the worst.
yeah, but I managed to get one. And he says, yeah, it's going to cost this much to edit, to do that. I goes, bro, I've already paid you the money. Just send me the files now. Now I just want now I'm going to go on CapCut and just do it my fucking self. You get me? And then that way there. And then, yeah, so that was the hold up with the stuff. But yeah, man, I've got these brothers in yard and they're super talented. You get me? They got bars for days. But even when it comes to releasing, before I even press the button, I'm going to need some paperwork. You get me? Because, yeah, man, like, it's only when man blow up they start to think different, you know. When they're, like, you know what I mean, and they're thinking, yo.
And you can blame them though. Sometimes I get it from their perspective, innit?
Yeah.
But you know what? Yeah, I call this. There's a term that they used to use back in politics. Yeah, called the squeeze middle, innit? Yeah? Which is essentially basically certain times when I understand from different people's perspectives. So, like, if I was in that situation, I know me personally that I would give back to the niggas that helped me.
Right.
And it's like, but other niggas, you know for a fact, niggas would not do that for you, innit?
Yeah.
So now I'm in a position in life where niggas are taking the piss that are supposed to nice you, but you're nicing niggas that would never nice you, innit? So you're
crazy.
just in the middle, just getting fucked, innit?
Yeah,
Pause,
bro,
innit?
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this part of the conversation is too spicy to come out.
Yeah, another thing I wanted to ask you as well is, you've got, you know what's crazy? I've always wanted twins, innit? And you've got twins, innit?
Yeah, twin girls, yeah.
Yeah, so, and how old are they now?
14.
Now, how did that, because I heard in one of that you weren't actually with your baby mum at the time, is that correct?
No, I was with her.
You was with her?
Yeah.
Were you expecting a baby with her?
Yeah. I was expecting, because I came out of jail in 2010, and yeah, I just breed it up, man, still.
Did you breed on purpose? Or like, what
I bred on purpose, yeah.
So how did you feel when you got twins, innit? Was that not
Oh, well, I thought, I wanted boys. So, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
One boy to get 2 girls is an
So I'm in there.
At the time, anyway.
Yeah. I love them. That I love them, but when I love you girls, man. They know it as well. I tell them the story all the time. But yeah, so I was in the what do you call it? Like, so she's pregnant now, and then so we're gonna go to the ultra scan place, yeah. And so then they got the thing, and I'm just thinking, cool, girl, a boys, innit? I've got twin boys, and then so they're like, oh yeah, we see one girl there, so I'm like, cool. So what's next? So there's 2 girls. Congratulations. I'm like, congratulations. That's not bloody hell, man. That's for fucking shit. Not because I don't like girls, I just know what comes with it. You know, they're thinking, fucking hell, now it's time to be responsible. Basically, that's what I'm
but you have to be responsible. If they were boys as well, you have to be responsible as well.
We're gonna go link chicks together, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do this together. I'm gonna put you on the corner. You know what I'm saying? Get your phone. You know what I'm saying? Come on, niggas. But if it's a girl, it's like, all right, cool, man. Time to wake, time to grow up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm vexed that I'm still trying to have some, fun, man. You know what I mean? But it's just like, I knew that. Yeah, it's time. This shit's dried up now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have to just get rid of all your holes, everything. Like,
did you?
Yeah. Allegedly. But yeah, so yeah, I ain't been there together anyway, but yeah, it's all love, man. You know, I got no cars in my face.
How many kids you got in total?
I got 4 girls.
Oh wow, 4 girls!
Yeah,
Lord, you know what they say, yeah? You know what they say, innit? What?
So I'm drinking this
that
drink
means
now.
you're just a baddie, then, innit? They say that's what God does, isn't it? The guys they're not good guys, isn't it? So they just you need just girls to right your wrong.
You know, I think this is what I think. That God gives girls to guys that are got a bit more heart. Like, in a sense where you're not that fucked up. God knows that you ain't gonna deep your daughters. You're gonna deep girls. So it's kind of the same thing. You might be a scumbag to these girls, but you're never gonna deep your daughters. And you're always gonna know what a scumbag, so you're never gonna want a scumbag for your daughters. So it's gonna be a reflection. So you're always gonna be like, All right, cool. So that's what I knew.
You can identify them as well.
Right.
So
you
God's
get me?
blessing them with you.
Exactly.
They need the eyes.
Right. So so it's the same thing that you're saying, but that's just how I think it is. So that's what I kind of know because, you know, like I'm never going to like leave them in the lurch and they know it. Like, Dad, I need this. I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, cool. Fucking I'll grab these pennies together, man. Shit. How much you got over there? I need my money. So, but yeah. So when we was in the ultra scan room, I found out I had 2 girls. So I'm driving home now and this girl just starts bursting into tears, man. I'm like, my
Missus
at the time. So I'm like, what's wrong with you, man? Says you should be happy you got 2 girls. I'm the one that should be crying. You know what I'm saying? She's like, because you don't want to have the babies. I'm like, no. I just wanted a boy. That says you got to understand as a man, you just want a mini you.
Yeah.
You want you always want, you want to do everything that you know what I'm saying? I want to go football, man, get some money, turn footballer or whatever, be a rapper. I don't know what you're thinking, but you can do it right again, innit? And then she just didn't understand. She went home to her mum. And mum was like, what you done to her? Like, have you seen Goodfellas? The film Goodfellas?
Yeah, I've seen
there.
Goodfellas.
And then the guy goes to the door and he comes home late. And the
the
like,
shiny scene that they did, is that in Goodfellas?
I think it is. The shiny scene. And then he goes home, goes to the woman's house. She goes, what time do you call this? And he just walks off
and starts
laughing. So I'm like, fuck this. I just left. You know what? You're not trying to gag up with me. Fuck, I got my own mum, man. Fuck off, man. And then, but that was I think that's probably what you might have seen. I was vexed that I was having 2 girls because of, not because I didn't want to have children, but because there was no boy. You get me? And I'm from a trio. I'm from
you're from an all boy.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, yo, man, I'm more scared of responsibility of having to but it worked out great. What
about the other 2? Was it? Is it
same
2 baby mums?
2 different baby mums? Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's not 4 different ones. But even though I ain't got nothing against them,
Well, before you got twins, but one of them anyway. So worst case,
2 for 2. 2 for 2. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what? Did you want them? You start at one point. You must have wanted them.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Like, whenever I've shot up the club, I wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pull-out game's immaculate. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what? Like, all those pregnancies, none of them were like shocks. Yeah, so yeah, man, my daughter.
So you haven't had a horrible fuck, this girl's pregnant vibe.
I mean, yeah, I've had those moments.
Oh, but those babies didn't come.
I mean, God didn't want them to come.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
How many abortions have you had that you're aware of?
Me,
how many that you've?
I'm against that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So if a girl decided to have that, she never told me.
Yeah, you can never. Even as a guy, I would. If girl said, "Oh yeah, I'm pregnant," the vibe is okay.
Yes, you know what? If a girl got pregnant for me in today or whatever, there is no get rid of it. I mean, at this age,
I would never suggest getting rid of it. As in, they can do what they would like to do. Isn't I would even if I didn't want the baby, I'm never ever saying.
I'll support them in any decision that they decide.
That's it. Oh, well,
you know what I mean? I'll support them like a politician. I'll say.
Now, obviously, I've got you in here. It would be lovely to pick your music brain, innit?
Yeah.
Now, who are your favorite rappers just of all time, innit? Who are your rappers?
I like Tupac, man. I'm a Tupac fan. I started off as Biggie because as a youth, and then as I got older, I realised that Tupac was better. You get me?
Why? Why do you reckon he's better?
Because he was more for the community and blackness and all that. You know what I mean? And his
subject matter
was all at the time when I was growing up. Biggie was the guy because I realised Biggie was more. Biggie was more commercial. I didn't realise it, but that's probably why we got it basically. But Tupac as a growing up, going into the system, I realised it was always Tupac was what I was playing. You know what I mean? So it's like this guy is more for the youths growing up, and trying to make them aware of how crooked the system is. You know what I mean? Tupac, then DMX.
Oh, okay. How old are you? When's your day of birth?
84.
84. What's my brother's, isn't it? 84. Okay, yeah. All you niggas around that age, bro. I don't know what DMX did to you lot, boy.
You know what? DMX, you know what? It's a different time. All right, so DMX, when he came about,
just emotional,
there was no. Remember, it was the iced out era and the shiny suits, and that's what you think you like. Tupac's dead. There is Tupac was still flamboyant with it, but there was a Tupac era where he never really had none of it. It's only when he got to Death Row he started to get a bit more glamorous with it, But that was a short moment, right? So we didn't really get to experience the flamboyant Tupac that much. But at the same time, I'm young. I'm not really absorbing it properly, But I was alive when he died. You know, I was in school. I started secondary school in 95. Tupac died in 96. So I grew up.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? Tupac died in 96, Biggie died in 98. So I'm alive while the beef's on. You know what I'm saying? And you say, oh, did you hear that? You're in year 7 hearing that. Yo, man.
Having to read about it because there's no Instagram. But...
There was MTV though.
Okay.
So MTV, yo, raps and all that. So if you had satellite, you was cool. Your brethren have to tell you, or someone taped it. Boy, the tape. You know what I'm saying? So, but DMX came about like 99, I think, or 98. Biggie died 97. DMX probably came about 98. So there was Mace and there was Deluxe and there was all these people, but DMX came and he was just moving like with a dog and he had that growl and it was like, yo, this guy, you know, he seems like he can just beat everyone up. I think it was like in school, who's the strongest rapper?
Yeah.
You're thinking, oh yeah, my man can beat my man up. So DMX had just some rawness about him and he had that tune, stop, drop, shadow man, open up, shut. You saw the video, all the guys around him. It just looks like, yo man, this guy's the realest guy in New York. No one can talk to this guy. And that's the same thing now. It's like, no one can't chat to my man. You can't chat to my man. That's the same thing before no one could talk to DMX, innit? So there was like other guys, but on commercials on the highest level, DMX, innit? And there was like, in Birmingham, they loved all Master P as well.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
That's interesting though, because I would assume Birmingham would like Master P, innit?
Yeah, so Master P was like...
his vibe kind of mirrors what they are.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So up north was this pure Master P. Pure, like, and he had bare like artists on his label. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That Master P, that Solar's chick, it was all Birmingham B. So when I listened to this tune, I'm thinking, yo, I've influenced a lot of the game because that song, it's a bit. I'll give him his props. That song's a banger. You get me?
It sounds like a banger. I even heard the lyrics that you were saying, innit?
The song that he had is a banger. So when I listen to that, I think, well, look at that, eh? Influenced by me.
Was it a better version than your one?
I think the beat is two different beats. Yeah, so. You could say that it probably the beat is a better version, you know. The beat, I never made the beat, so I take the you know what I'm saying?
What about the verses though, innit? Because obviously was Bossman's verse.
You know what? I was thinking. I can't remember Bossy's verse. You know, I'm gonna have to listen back to it. But I was listening to the song the other day, and I still got So Large's verse on my computer. Yeah, the same verse. And I thought to myself, you know what? I might just put this out, you know.
YouTube or something.
I've got the receipts, so like, what I'll do now, because I'm talking about it, I've got the receipts, so for myself, I'm chatting shit, I'll play the shit, you get me?
You won't say you're chatting shit, though. Sounds like he wants to bless him.
I don't think he's gonna say, I don't, to be fair, I don't think it's in his best interest. I think it's his best interest just to ignore it. You know, one of the ones where you act like you don't see it and it dies off. I think that would be the best. I bet it would be the best interest. Yeah, but who knows who's gonna repost this because there's some instigators in the game. They might repost this and be like, Pabs sat down on don't come out podcast until you know this might be a viral moment. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, but yeah, I'll post the song underneath it. I'll actually do this and I'll post that, and then people can make their own assumptions. You get me? But it's two different type of vibes or waves. You get me? But I do think that beat that he done and that tune is
jumpy.
It's a jumpy. It's a banger. You get me? Like, but you know. Because it came from my, it's a banger, but it came from my brainchild. It's my brainchild, so of course it's got to be something great. You get me? So yeah, man, it's actually a good song.
I'm gonna check it out as well, bro, because I even like the concept already.
I think it got a decent amount of streams as well. So you know what I mean, like, but. In America, you'd have to give a man some residual or something, because that's the intellectual property.
That's funny though.
Quincy Jones is getting paid.
Asking for what's his name, Rod Wave, for like similar circumstances.
But he just took his whole bars though, innit? And just sang them, innit? So that's a bit different still.
But to be fair, he actually cleared it though. But he cleared it via the label. He didn't clear it via Boosie, innit?
Okay.
So that's why Boosie's a bit... Now, well, who else? So DMX and Tupac.
So Master P, whole Master P era, all of that, like that was very much my Birmingham life. You get me? Because my brother Courtney,
Prestige?
No, got my niece's dad. So we call him my brother, yeah. So he had the whole selection. So I was living with my sister at one stage, So her partner, Courtney, he had like big up Courtney Needham, C, and he had like bare stacks. He had every single CD. You get me? So I would just like listen to this, and because he was a bit older, he was like a road man on road and had like, you know, the jewels in the car in Brum. Yeah. There's a picture of me on the internet with my sister. I posted the other day when I was like 14 or whatever in Birmingham, and that gold chain is his. You get me? It's nice, big chain. You get me? But I put the picture. Got to give him his props. You know what I'm saying? So he had all of the CDs. You get me? So that was influential because I've seen that how him and his brother and his brethren all listened to Master P. So he was probably like in his 20s then. So I'm trying to mimic the older man. So I'm thinking,
he's still alive now.
He's still alive, still.
Know, man. I love stories like that when there's a road guy that makes it out.
Yeah, man. So freaking, he was the brother. So that's Master P, DMX, come back to London now. And I got caught up in this Cameron wave. But I always liked Cam.
The influence of Cam with you is blatantly obvious. The point where you make Meridian almost like a Harlem vibe now.
Right.
It's because of you.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So Cam we always had Cam CD, but he wasn't like, he was just... he was just an artist. So it was something that was on my radar. His first album I had. Second album I had. And then his third album is when he went to Rockefeller and with Damon and all that.
The old boy type shit.
Yeah, the old boy and all that. And then my brethren, Stephen Ballaghan, had the CD and he was like, yo, man, I got this new camera. And I was limited. I goes, I said, hey, shit, Cam's changed, man. It's all right. Then I bought...
so you listening to like Horse and Carriage days?
Horse and Carriage, yeah. So I listened to him from then. But he wasn't necessarily my favourite rapper then, or or one of the ones that, you get me, but he was just on the circuit. But he had, I knew all his tunes and his bars, because he was with Mace, Biggie, I was part, you know what I'm saying? So I always knew of Cam, and then, then I bought the Dipset album from, I bought the Dipset album from, like Selby, there was a guy called, he used to have a football team, man. I can't remember.
No. Who was it?
Oh, it's a football team in Selby. Like one of them, like...
I wouldn't remember his name anyway, but yeah.
Fucking hell, I can't remember his name. That's fucked up, man. Anyway. Shit, man. Fucking hell. I can't remember it, but anyway, he used to sell CDs in Selby, bootlegs anyway. So I bought the Dipset album and I thought, it's cold. And I used to go Edmonton Green and they used to have like the in-shops and they used to sell the mixtapes. There was always mixtapes. Yeah. Dipset had loads of mixtapes. So I'd buy the mixtapes and then we had internet at home. Internet went about, so you'd have to go home or internet cafe and you burn off LimeWire and I had all the Dipset CDs.
That shit that used to give you fucking viruses.
You know what I'm saying? And then so man was like trying to mimic Dipset, you get me? And even the Bloodline symbol, you know what I'm saying? It's like a similar...
The knife type thing,
the knife, and it's that two-headed eagle and all that stuff there. So even that, I thought, no, we need a symbol, you know what I'm saying? Because symbols are people, it's like the Batman sign, no words.
Yeah, branding and shit.
Branding, yeah. So from earlier, I thought, we need a symbol. So I thought, let's have one that lasts for long. So I got my brethren to make a symbol. You get me? Then, yeah, man. So even from then, I paid him a little something. Gave him a couple of dollars. You know what I'm saying? He's the only one that knew how to do art back then on the computer. You know what I mean? And nowadays, you can just do it easy. But yeah. So it was Dipset. And then from that, it was in the UK now, so from the Dipset fan, SAS.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I always respected their craft as well. To this
plus
day,
they were rappers as well, though.
To this day, them man, to this day, these man will release things, and I feel like, shit, man, fucking hell, these man just ain't losing it.
But you know why? I reckon that their rap don't work, innit, yeah? Well, it's not that it don't work, innit, because they can rap.
Yeah.
There's levels to... I feel those sorts of lyricists, the highest level that you'll get is maybe a Fabulous, innit? Because they punch so much, innit? They're punchliners.
Well, yeah.
And it's just like that, it doesn't really get you that high.
They can't... The UK market can't... And as a matter of fact, that whole, nowadays, you have to be coming out with something so simple, junky, that can dance to it.
Yeah. Because even Krypton Conan now, Krypton Conan, they're relegated to that level of just their punchline rappers now, innit?
Yeah.
Even though they can do the conscious thing, as in, it's the Daves, that shit works, but like you said, they also need to have that simplicity vibe in it.
Right.
For some reason, I don't know why, niggas just don't seem to rate it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like songs nowadays have to ring off in the club, whereas before a song could ring off on a mixtape, can ring off just for your car. Nowadays, if it ain't ringing off in the club and it don't get played on a fucking TikTok video, so what the hell? I don't know, none of the bars. It's a whole song, But that's
what is that? Is that even part of the song, or was it just like an intro?
That's just the intro. What the hell? What the hell, Berry?
What the hell, yeah.
That's it. Like, and it's just that's
Who
how.
is that even? Is that Boss Mandela?
No. It's some next guy. I don't know his name, but I looked into it. I thought, oh, this guy's an actual guy. He's an actual guy. Like, it's not his first tune. He's actually trying to make that song just blew up. You get me?
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, nowadays that's what it is. So nowadays people are making songs with the hope that this 15 seconds is gonna blow. Yeah. So imagine you going into the studio thinking, I need the best 15 seconds, man. I need that. And even when I'm uploading my song to any of these streaming sites here, they ask you what 15 seconds do you want to go on TikTok? It's crazy. So they make you pick the 15 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Because even when I search on TikTok, it only gives me the 15 seconds.
Yeah, 15 seconds or something like that. So they picked, what part of this tune do you want to go out? Because this is the part that's going to be on TikTok.
I heard certain times, I saw a video, in fact, that shows there are artists that are just making songs that are 15 seconds and then they make the rest of the song later.
Yeah.
If it blows up, which makes
crazy.
sense, isn't it?
Crazy, yeah.
But it shows that, that's mental.
It's crazy, but it's like, it's going to crash. The market's going to crash, dude, and it's going to revert back. But if you notice, though, like they're not really making songs like how they used to no more, but the old school music will always be preserved. You know, they preserve that old school music, like all that old soul and the 60s and the 70s music. But so much songs are getting made nowadays, it's harder for one to stand out and blow. You get me? It's like they're not going to make any... There is no classics being made no more. Like, when was the last classic that you can remember?
Well, it depends what you mean by classic. My last UK classic, no, I would say in it, because a lot of Gets It stuff in it. The new Gets, the new Gets stuff, I rate in it. But it's like, there's so much music, I can't stay on anything no more in it.
There you go.
They flooded you too much in it.
Yeah, I mean, so that's what I'm saying. So it's difficult to actually say. Whereas you can name from like a certain era what a classic song was like. I don't know, like a Ja Rule song, my baby, and all that, Old Boy and all that. But what's the classic from the UK? Like, where's the classics? Like Adele's one, that fighting just like you. Yeah. That's a classic. But what, like, it's hard to actually figure out. Yo, man, what's the UK classics, man?
LMA, Booed Up, innit? I read that.
But she's Booed Up. That's a classic, yeah. But then what? Like,
it's R&B though, isn't it?
Yeah, but even still, it's still a classic. You get me? But there's not many UK classics that come out from our thing no more because it's just so much.
Even in America, then again, SZA. That was it. What's it called? SZA. Snooze. That song's hard, man.
I ain't even heard that.
You ain't heard Snooze? No. If you hear it, the concept of it's cold.
Okay.
What was it? She's saying basically what? How... But basically, she loves the guy so much that if he kills someone, but she'll take the rap and them sorts of things. She'll hide the murder weapon.
Yeah.
Nothing is better for me than when someone is singing Grease.
Yeah.
When they're singing Grease, I love it.
Yeah.
If you like, even like The Weeknd, yeah. The fact that this guy, he's saying some of the most hideous and the most graphic and the most disrespectful shit to women. But his voice is so beautiful that nobody gives a fuck. And it's just like, bro, you don't even know what you're singing. I love that shit, man.
Yeah, he's got a lot of songs with Future. That's a bit.
But yeah, UK artists, what, anybody that you're rating? I know back in the day, you used to hate giving anybody shine. You say, yeah, niggas ain't paying me for promo.
Yeah. They ain't paying me. Because when you ask them, but UK artists, Shara Malik's hard still. When I listen to certain brothers here, I think I like Dubs. I think Spray's always.
Oh, you're still rating that era. I'm saying right now. Okay,
right now. We're talking right now.
No. Go back to where you at. Shara Malik.
Like I'll say, man's craft is top shelf. You get me? Like his craftsmanship is top shelf.
Who? Shara Malik.
Yeah, Shara Malik, Dubs. What's his name? Spray.
Oh, okay.
Like they've got top shelf. Like they still got it in them. You know what I mean? It's like a Maradona footballer. Give him a ball.
No, in terms of there was a period that Spray.
Yeah.
There was a period of Spray that made that journey. That shit. Yeah. I'm gonna make that journey. You don't remember that song? Classic. I will drive on a band just to see my girl.
Oh yeah.
That Spray period up.
Yeah. And
what was it? Dubs. What was it? We got D's on our back trying to put us in the bin because of you.
You know what? It's like. I got introduced to Dubs because I done a tune with him with Skepta, but I used to see him on the circuit with the Grime Daily stuff. So when I took in his tapes and all that, I thought, okay, this guy.
What? Not even from Hard Bodied?
Yeah, Hard Body and all that. So when I took in his music, it's like, all right, cool. This guy's all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, might be a problem. He's a bit too good. You know what I'm saying?
It's cold,
yeah.
bro.
So let me perform the lights with these guys because, you know, don't want to clash them, do I? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Blade Brown, I think was all right. Yeah. Blade, I think Tef's got good craftsmanship, you know.
Tef, yeah? You see, now, when we talk about lyricism, I feel like there's punchline lyricism, and I'll give you your props as well, innit? There's punchline lyricism, there's almost like swag lyricism, which is why I feel like that's where you are. It's where you say things, isn't it? You're witty with it as well.
Yeah.
That's your lane. And I feel like Tef kind of occupies that lane as well, where it's like, it's not even necessarily it's the way he is saying things, isn't it? Which is, whereas Skepta and Conan, they'll give you the metaphor and
but
simile.
they're hard too. Yeah. You know what it is as well, yeah? Everyone to some degree is cold, yeah? Because when I take them in, it's like, oh shit, yeah. I mean, how did this go over my head? Like, it's like, it's whoever that can catch my ear, to tell the truth. Because I even think Skepta and Conan have got some hard, you know, bars and all that. But one thing I don't like is we don't compete enough for us to actually say who's actually the best. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone says Hollow Man's the best and all that stuff there, but it's not fair. It's not a fair fight.
Depends which Hollow Man you're talking about.
But it's not really a fair fight, really, when you check it, because, you know, when someone's getting so much props, it's overshadowing whether a person's actually that person. But props where it's due, he has put in work and has fed the streets for years upon years.
In the verses, he will win.
You'll never take that off.
Depends. Well, it depends how you're judging it. If you're judging by like the biggest song and impact, then he'll win.
All right, impact,
in the verses,
but even the impact sometimes the impact is being pushed by, like, more than just the listeners. It's being pushed by the system.
Yeah, facts. But you can't do nothing about that, innit? Like, 9 times out of 10, that's what it is, whether you like it or not. Like, even with the Drake and Kendrick beef, innit? Me, I don't give a fuck, innit? I'm a Drake fan.
Yeah, same.
But, as in, like, I can't deny, you can't deny that one guy's, even if I personally believe, bar for bar, you can't really tell these niggas apart, really and truly, bar for bar. As in, like, Kendrick didn't say nothing that I thought was so amazing, but the consensus is he lost. So you have to just take it.
But I think that was fixed, because what the fuck is boom, bap, bam? What the fuck is that
Listen,
shit?
don't get me started, bro, about that.
Like, what am I listening to? This guy Drake has given us summer after summer after summer of hits, brought the whole of the UK, and the way that the UK just turned against him.
But, yeah, let's speak about that.
That's dirty, man.
I believe, as a UK, bro, as in terms of, not that everyone's allowed their opinion in terms of who won and stuff, innit?
Yeah.
But there is an allegiance that we're supposed to have with this nigga right here.
Canada in the UK. Yeah.
The top nigga in the game, has been looking at, when have we ever got this look, ever?
When has Kendrick ever bossed anyone from the UK?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think personally, the UK are so shady, like, it's so snaky, because Drake, really and truly, like, he is like one of the top dogs,
Yes, he is the top dog.
And he helped people, and he made a lot of the UK people. What's his name? I think Lowski. I think he might have.
Lowski, maybe, I don't know.
I think he done something with the Lowski guy.
I know he follows them niggas, innit?
I think he
Dave as well.
Dave, he will repost the man's things. Skepta, Gigs, he's on Gigs.
AJ Tracy as well. He did Wiley before.
Yeah, he wore a Lukey World t-shirt.
Yeah, I went to that Wireless as well. He had it on this.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, we really, like, you know what I mean? Like, Kendrick Lamar.
Niggas are saying him doing that shit is culture vulture stuff. Even if it is. So
even
what?
if it is, so
we're beneficiaries of it.
Fuck it, oh, mate. Like,
what did Jay-Z ever do for us?
But if he had a burger stand, and he pull it up on the screen, you're going to call him a culture vulture?
Yeah, facts. You're going to say that I'm getting millions because of you.
It's promoting my thing. Yeah, these managers, whatever, man. They make up the rules on the spot.
As a Patriots, we're supposed to want Drake to win, innit? Because no one knows what Kendrick's going to do.
Man, I'm vexed that he's saying Drake and the man them.
What, so what?
What do we call each other?
Yeah, facts,
we say bad them. He thinks it's a thing, innit? It's like, Drake and the man.
Why don't even be him?
Why don't he say the names? Why don't he say? Because maybe it was.
So what? He hasn't patterned all of them yet.
Yeah,
he's still doing the paperwork.
Trying to figure out
I'm still figuring it out. Right, man, come on, man. And that's why niggas say UK is bad vibes and stuff.
Yeah,
but come on, man. The guy has done so much for the UK that I don't even understand the hate.
Yeah.
And I think certain people, like you said about the boom bit, some people, because Kendrick's the guy that you back when you just think you're smart, innit?
Yeah.
So niggas are just picking him because they want to just be intelligent, innit?
Yeah. And as well, there's a lot of people like want to see Like, how many times did people, when Man United were in their glory times, people wanted to see them lose. You want to see this team lose, you get me? And then you know, you just want to see them just lose.
Now look, summer's not the same. No one's going to receive a wine no more, innit?
There you go.
Right, like Controller. You remember them, the Controller days?
Right, yeah. Kendrick can't give you them tunes.
Fam.
Boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap, boom. Well, I say, what is this?
I posted in some of my group chats. I'm like, bro, what is this, blood? Are you actually feeling this?
Yeah.
You know the one that grew on me, though? The mustard one. Mustard! At first, I was like, what sort of Dragon Ball Z tune is this, isn't it? Yeah?
You know what? It does have a bounce to it in the car, you get me? Even not like us, but bro, this is
that's not the banger, though. It's
two fucking tunes, bro. How many songs has Drake? I can have a whole fucking playlist of Drake, and then all Kendrick could compete with is Boom Bap Boom, Mustard,
like
and,
that is about
like that, and Money Trees, and Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe.
He's got bangers. Kendrick's got bangers as well,
Yeah,
but not Drake level.
He's got a handful of bangers, but not Drake level. He ain't got Drake level.
No one's got Drake level bangers.
Nah.
As in but also, like you said, in terms of certain times, it is and it's not, obviously, it's the machine as well, because what I used to call it Drake chances, isn't it? Because when someone gets played, if I hear it first listen, I might not like it, innit? Like, for instance, unfortunately, no, if you have a song, Paper Pabs has a tune, that shit better be good the first time. You know what I'm saying? Because man's not going to play it bare time. True. But whereas Drake, you might hear it first time, whatever, innit?
Yeah.
Second time you heard it, oh shit, you hear a line when you walked into H&M or something. Okay, cool. Oh, I like this song now. But other artists are not blessed with that same luxury, innit?
It's true. But Drake will make a song for the ladies, and then he would do a whole mixtape with Future. So he was like, oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, he done one for us, done one for them, and then done one for the commercial. It's like, he looks out for us.
He blesses everybody, innit?
Kendrick just doing songs for West Coast niggas, man.
Yeah, well, especially now, he's leaning into this West Coast stuff.
Yeah.
Right now, he's leaning into it heavy, innit? Because he clocked that worked, innit? And in terms of, so who would you say in terms of lyricists for life? Who are your best lyricists?
What, in the UK or?
Just in life. Because I could even include UK niggas in this, innit? They probably won't be in my top...
Best lyricists? Oh, boy. It's difficult sometimes, you know? Because I listen to people and then, like, I'm not playing right now. I listen to... But you know what? I'll go...
And by the way, let me give you your props as well, innit? Like, fam, you're...
No, I love...
No, because I was hearing it. To the point where I was thinking, and I was trying to answer, why don't I listen to bare Paper Pabs?
Yeah.
What I blame is in terms of, it must be like a knowing of your shit coming out. Or is it like maybe the machine isn't big enough?
Yeah, the machine ain't big enough behind me to actually make it hit everyone at the same time.
I haven't heard a bad verse.
Yeah,
Never heard a bad verse.
At the same time, a lot of my stuff was physicals. So when they done the switch over from digital, a lot of the stuff ain't on the net. And some of these songs I can't fucking find no more on my computer. You know what I'm saying? So it's those as well. But lyricist-wise, damn, man. You know, I'm like I said, I'm like an old soul, man. I'm still listening to DMX and Tupac now. Because I really believe that these man, are something of a blueprint that you can still like listen to. I think there's stuff. I don't know, man. Maybe
facts. Especially Tupac. Everyone has a mama tune.
Yeah, mama tune. Yeah, Ambitious as a Rider. Picture Me Rolling. When you listen to it, it's like he's been around for so long. People have stole this style. Like listen to Kendrick, man. His new album is some Tupac
influence.
Yeah, Tupac influence and all that, but just, you know, HD now.
By the way, that Kendrick album is the best album I've heard for Kendrick. Now I believe in it. Because I'm one of those guys, in it. Like, I rate legends, but I'm also ready to create new ones, in it. So I'm not trying to hold on to things. But I believe this GNX album is actually better than, what was it, Good Kid, Mad C now for me, innit? I rate it that highly, innit? Even though I'm a Drake guy, I think this is his best work to me. So what sort? To Pimp a Butterfly. What sort of garbage was that, bruv, innit? And everyone's trying to force me to believe this is a classic. And I'm not having it.
People are forcing songs on you sometimes. No, you gotta like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Even in my opinion as well, because obviously you're old soul as well. In my opinion, obviously everyone loves Nas, Illmatic. I think Stillmatic is better than Illmatic.
Yeah, of course.
But if you say that in America, you'll get crucified.
Them, man, fuck them niggas, man. Fucking Queensbridge niggas, what do they know, man? But yeah, I believe that I tuned because same way you think that Kendrick's new album is better, his best thing, because Stillmatic was at the height of his beef with Jay-Z.
He had
a lot of shit to prove. He had a lot of shit to prove, and every song on that album is top 10. Slaps from start
I listened to it quite recently. I was like, no, this is hard.
I think Jay-Z's overrated. Because I was about when Jay-Z first came out, and they'd say, no, but reasonable doubt. Even it's okay. It's a good album, but it's still, he's just overrated.
You know what they say to me about Reasonable Doubt? Which kind of makes sense. What they tell me, innit? But obviously, you trap lord in that, so you might get more than me. Someone says you need to reach a certain level financially to understand it. So in my head, I'm like, maybe I'm just not there
They
yet.
say that shit. They say that shit to throw you off, yeah? But Jay-Z weren't even really that level when he was rapping about it. It's all for, it's lies. It's like, it's so much lies, man. When I listen to it, I think like, this is just fraudulent, man. Like, and today's, especially with the internet, people rewrite history because it wasn't written then. You know what I'm saying? It's like saying that the frigging, you know, the pyramids were built by aliens. Like, come on, man. How you know this, man? What if these niggas just picked up some bricks, man, and just figured it out? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just trying to throw people off and make it sound more mystical than it is. But yeah, I think, when it's to Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt, I think, yeah, it's all right. But when it came out, I didn't really rate it. I still like Biggie stuff, or Tupac's All Eyes on Me was better than that.
Yeah, fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you think...
And at the time, the number suggested that.
Yeah, there you go. So his thing wasn't, you know, it's all right. It's not great, but he's still alive, innit? And so he's
winning at the highest level. So the propaganda you can put behind it.
And Tupac mentioned him, cussing him. And then, you know, even like everyone that Tupac cussed, when Tupac died, those people blew up.
Mobb Deep, I guess.
Mobb Deep, because they were doing their thing, but they were never as big as my man. Tupac and Biggie, there was no one bigger than them. No one got a look in. Like, I was there. I saw it. Like, well, I weren't in LA or New York, but I'm judging it from what they're playing on MTV, like who's got like the most budget videos, and it was Tupac and Biggie. They weren't really, and Wu-Tang were pretty large.
Everyone loved it. You know, white people just loved the shit out of it.
They were pretty large. They had a big budget. Method Man was big, but there weren't really much. Snoop Dogg was big before, but then when Tupac came around, he got washed out. That's why he didn't really like it. But when I check it, Snoop Dogg's a bit of a snake.
Oh yeah, you know, he just didn't want to back the beef.
Yeah, but when you check it, them man were onto Snoop Dogg, because Snoop Dogg had a tune called LA.
Yeah.
And then Tupac kind of like was backing Snoop Dogg and Suge Knight. We were kind of backing the West Coast beef. And then Snoop Dogg was like, oh no, I'm cool with Biggie.
Kick down the buildings.
Yeah, he's kicking down the buildings and saying New York ain't shit. And then Tupac's backing you, saying West Coast. And then when it's time for you to back him, you're like,
man, I love these guys.
I like these guys, man. And it's like,
make records, isn't it?
But when you check it, it's jealousy. My man's come to your label, took all the fucking resources, and now you're gonna go chill with his ops.
Yeah, that's me.
You're trying to reword it now, like, no, I was cool with Puffy and Biggie. Whatever, man. There's man that's still alive that saw it, bro. It's like, yeah, man.
I also wanted to ask you a question, didn't it? And it's fun. This is even before you were on my radar.
Yeah.
Why did you come for Kalashnikov?
Oh, it was nothing personal. It was nothing personal, man.
Is it me?
It was just like,
because
Kalashnikov had a song on YouTube.
Yeah, I remember. I know
not
exactly
YouTube.
what you're talking about. Channel U, innit?
Murder, right?
Yeah,
song was a banger.
Yeah,
but I thought, if I mention him, and say that he's, is it me or just Kalashnikov think he's nuts, he's going to hear that, he ain't going to like it. Maybe
he might say my name.
Might say my name, and then, that's my promotion, innit? But he...
You want some 50 Cent type of shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm studying these, man, even from then. So I'm thinking, if he mentions my name... Where did I get that from? Probably 50 Cent said that or someone, but he mentioned Jigga, innit?
Yeah.
And then How to Rob, and then he thought, boom. So I'm taking that same method now, and but he didn't say that. I've never seen Kalashnikov in my life,
me as well.
Never bumped into or nothing like that.
Quite small, isn't it?
Oh, is he?
Yeah, it's quite small.
Well, that's easy.
But what's funny about it is, what was it? I remember there was a tune that he had. It wasn't even Murder at the time, but Murder was big. He had some next one that was very, very conscious, isn't it? And I got the Nas vibe from it as well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, fam, who's this guy? Why is Pabs so onto him, innit? Yeah. And you had like Hennessy in one cup.
Yeah.
Money hungry officers.
Yeah. Big dude. But he could have said that this nigga fixes cab. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a thing, but because I came in up after him, so I'm coming through like, say something outrageous to make people think. But to this day, people say that. So
that song's hard, but the mixing's horrible, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it was. Is
there something you could do about that now? There must be something.
Yeah. I can. You know what? I can.
Bro, the song's hard. H's chorus on it.
Yeah, you know what?
As well.
That ain't even on the streaming sites. You know what?
Fam,
hey, man, just give me an idea.
Yeah.
That's the new song that's gonna come out. Yeah.
That song's cold.
Yeah, man. But Kalashnikov. He's still. I heard a tune from him the other day.
What, a new one?
He's got a new one.
No way.
It's hard, but you know what? Crash the Cost being always one of the UK greats, yeah. It's just, it was never personal. I didn't dislike him. I just thought if I say that, because I know from listening to you, you're influenced by Nas, or you like that sort of conscious roadman stuff. So I thought, it's gonna hit a nerve, innit? And you're gonna be. But one time you saw someone, one Bloodline member, and then
that's a cross over.
and then the Bloodline member went over to him and goes, "Yo, Clash of Clans legend, well, go on, I'm from Bloodline." He goes, "Yeah, I'll fuck with you niggas." You niggas said something slick. I was like, what? He said that? And I was like, fucking hell, man, shit, man.
And that's a vibe, though. At least he had some bass to him, innit? Because when you said it, I was on a vibe. Oh, right. In my head, I was like, oh, right, okay. I guess he's just the chief then, innit?
Nah, you know what? I have no idea.
I like the fact he stood up for himself.
Yeah, no, I have no idea whether he's a chief, whether he's whatever, whether he's this or that. I've never met. I think he's from Stokey.
Yeah, he is. That black from Stokey.
Yeah, so
banana boat, man,
you know what I mean?
Monkey.
And N16, man, N70's right next to it. I don't want no problems, man. You know, I'm blessed with you. You get me? But I never had no beef with him at all. It was just like, let me say something that's gonna like, and he was a top dog. He's a top rapper at the time. Give or take.
Say that.
Yeah.
Especially in that lyrical lane. I don't think nobody was really saying much.
Yeah. He's top rapper at the time. So if I say something about him, it might open up the doors for a little clash, innit?
Why didn't you fear any
repercussions?
Didn't it? Yeah, as in,
because
you didn't care. You just
I didn't think no one
get into that journal, I guess.
Nah, because you know what, I got, because in my day, no one it probably was, we was the start of it,
respect it.
I think if you done music, you weren't really rolled. Because how can you be? You're in the studio all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I still think that to this day, you're not as rolled as the guy that's in that don't do the music next to you. You can't be. Like, and if you are, you're stupid. What are you doing?
But they're stupid.
A lot of them are now,
yeah, they are stupid.
Yeah.
And at certain times, you know what's crazy? When you're smart and you're someone that's got your wits about you as well. What I clocked is, like, certain times when you've got your wits about you and you're intelligent, bro, don't assume everybody else is as well. There are just dumb people about. Yeah, certain times I try to navigate this world with logic. Say what to this guy, because surely, like, when broad daylight, he's not going to pull everything out.
This guy will pull it out like, yo, what the fuck, man? You that stupid?
Come on, you're not supposed to do that, right?
For real. You know, I don't know. Maybe I was just, because I'm from a collective, so I don't know,
And plus Tottenham is an area as well, and you're from Brum as well, innit?
There you go.
So niggas know, the areas have got a reputation.
Yeah.
But niggas think twice certain times, innit?
There you go.
However, because you're from those areas, certain times what tends to happen is, whereas they might punch somebody else, with you, they'll do something crazier because the reputation, innit? You know what I'm saying?
True.
Sometimes it's like a catch-22, innit?
True. I don't know, I did because I thought, like, realistically, back then, even to some degree, in your mind, you think no one's better than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you've always got that thing in your back in your mind. So subconsciously, you're writing these bars and thinking, what can man say anyway? You know what I'm saying? He can't talk to me. I don't even know a man might be able to talk to me. I'm only going to find out on the day whether he can talk to me, innit? Like, he's going to tell me, oh yeah, I got Chief Backlash Yeah. Shit, man. I might not even tell no one. I keep it to myself. Yo, Pabs, I heard that. Like, what? Shut up, man. We'll keep it that. You know, it never happened. No, it didn't go like this. What happened was, I saw him, and I'll give him my version, innit? And my version is a lot less, I got chiefed up or whatever.
Just seeing the silver lining in it.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Also online as well. One time, I went online. I want to see if you can see the resemblance.
Yeah.
I went online and I thought I saw Big H in it, yeah?
Oh, yeah?
But it was that Peckham guy, PS...
that guy that was on J Avalanche's thing.
Can you see it?
I can. Yeah, you know what? I can.
Bro, he looks like hate. And he's a cool rapper as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's rough, fam. Okay, so that's interesting that you can also see it.
Yeah, I see it still. He was going crazy on that podcast, man.
Yeah.
Was he on food or something? He's on like some Molly or something.
Well, he claims he's only smokes weed, innit? I saw him on some next podcast. The Backchat program podcast. What's it called? Trend Central.
Okay, and he was a bit more sober.
I'm only on weed, man. I'm only on weed, innit, so boy.
Well, no, man. He seemed a bit like...
He was moving bad, though, innit?
Yeah, he's trying to pull the girls by the hair and all that, innit?
Yeah.
That was a bit crazy, man. Like,
But the message, funny enough,
Yeah.
the message was a good message, isn't it? But the delivery was just bonkers. The message is like, listen, girls, what he should have said, listen, girls, man, you're beautiful, man. You don't really need all of this.
Oh, basically, that's what he did. He was a bit aggressive with it, innit? Bit grapey.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It was a bit, yeah, man.
Yeah. A bit mad still. Yeah, I don't know what's going with them guys, man. Like, they're coming up in an area where the camera's always on. They need to be mindful, whereas I'm aware it's on. So, you know, I'm not gonna go too far gone with it, you know what I'm saying? These men are moving a bit more like, I don't know, they came up in the iPad, where the iPad's just normal. Like, I remember when there weren't no iPads, you know what I'm saying?
You have to play outside.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There you go.
People, innit?
Yeah, man.
But what was I gonna say again? Yeah, so, like, what's your feelings about... No, actually, in fact, before that, I think someone said you've been stabbed.
Yeah, I was stabbed in the shoulder.
Is it?
Shoulder
Why?
blade.
What'd you do?
Well, it was more like a get back sort of thing.
Oh, so you did something first.
I done something first. I didn't deserve it, man.
Why didn't you deserve it?
Because we could have spoke it out, man.
What did you do?
I bottled him.
Okay.
And, but the bottle never broke. It just went...
That's worse, though. When it don't break, it means you got the full force. That's concussion vibes, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it breaks, then that's calm, innit?
But I didn't even start it, you know. I was talking to some... It's all over some bullshit. Like I was 22, 23, so I know it's peak times for ignorance, innit? Mm-hmm. So... the guy must see me in Club KO in
you got stabbed in North?
No, I got stabbed in Palmer's Green.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I see him in what do you call it? Like Club KO.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was in Wood Green, no?
That's in Wood Green, yeah. But it was the get back was a year later. Mm-hmm. You know, it was probably like 18 months. It was time ago. It was there. The get back was almost like 2 going on 3 years. Mm-hmm. The guy never let go of it. Clearly, if you got a wet on your forehead, you're always gonna see me in the morning, and it's never gonna leave you. Yeah. I didn't really process that thought of him seeing me every day. You know what I mean? On his head paws, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so, yeah, man. So, but he came over to me starting the shit, basically. And then, so I just, all right, cool. You want KO bouncers were known for brocking man up, dashing them on cars. Yeah. You know, don't even want to know who started the beef. Yeah. It's gonna just twist you up. I've seen it with my own eyes. I was afraid of these bouncers. I was the last person that wanted to ever do anything. Yeah. So I'm in the toilet taking a piss, and the guy's like, "Yo, Pabs, walk on." I'm like, "Yeah, walk on." And he goes, "Yeah, you know my brother." I'm like, "Well, what are you talking about, your brother?" And he goes, "Yeah, man. Why are you always talking to his girl?" And I'm like, "What? Yeah, his girl?" Right, I'm thinking, who's his girl, bro? And he said the girl, and I thought, fuck that bitch, or whatever it is, yeah. It was any bitch that was just everyone's friend, you know what I'm saying? And he's coming over to me and talking about some slag. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking to? But I'm not even trying to address it, like in a sense where I'm not even trying to tell him, hey man, you know, man, girl says slag, man, tell your brother. I'm like, yeah, I'm what, man? She's fucking everyone's friend or whatever. I'm just basically, because I think you got the audacity to speak to me in the first place. And of all places, I've got all my brethren you really want to do this? You know what I'm saying? So in my brain, I'm like, but I know the bouncers. So the guy that gives the spray and all that starts getting on his thing like, hey, it's about to go. No. Next thing you know, better bouncers came in. I'm like, and he's like, what's going on? I'm like, no, nothing, man. It's my brethren, man. I might have even hugged him like, yeah, man, we're friends, man. We're friends, innit?
Oh, those guys are on it like that. Oh, what's going on? Commotion.
Yeah. Even he was probably saying, yeah, no, we're friends. It's cool. I'm like, yeah. So I went out now, and then he's still like trying to like, and then my brother, I'm like, yo, man. So I'm going to do something to this guy. And he goes, what? And no one could understand why I was so vexed. You get me? But I think he pushed me in the toilets, and I'm thinking, yo. I have
to touch him, yeah.
Bro, you know, you're like that age. Nowadays it's more like, this would never happen at this grown age. Yeah? No one's ever going to come up to me about a woman anyway. But back then it is more like, you know, whatever. So he goes to me, I said, I couldn't enjoy myself. So I says, you know what, I'm going out. And he goes, well, I says, yeah, just don't worry, man, I'll meet you by the car. I had a champagne bottle that I left out with a champagne bottle. So I'm just waiting for this guy to come out, you know, waiting by his whip or whatever like that. And I know I'm going to see him because that's his car. So he come up there and I goes, yo, man, you said it. He's like, what? I just went, boof. And that was that. Next day, man's going around looking for me on the road. But I lived in Essex these times, but I always came to the ends. So
where's he from, area-wise?
I don't know if he's from Tottenham or Edmonton. Okay. I'm not sure, but he's from Tottenham or Edmonton, one of the two. But he was local, innit? So, because that was the local club anyway at the time, KO and Wood Green High Road. So he's driving around every area that he thinks I'm known to, Meridian or Silver Street, Red Brick. He's driving around everywhere, and everyone's like, "Hey, my man's coming here." This time I'm sitting down watching Sopranos with my then baby mum, laughing, eating fucking Doritos, like, yeah, whatever, man. Yeah. I'm not caring because when you live out of the ends, it's like, you leave all the beef at the ends are going to come back or whatever. So I didn't even think nothing of it. It died off eventually. And then it never really died off, you get me? But I saw his brother, who supposedly the girl was, and I pulled up on his brother. I'm like, hey, what's going on? And then he's like, nah, man, I understand. You know what I mean? I'm going to talk to my bro or whatever. I thought I resolved it with his brother anyway, but he didn't, because my man's got a wet and he wants to get his get back. So I'm in a phone booth now, back then.
Fuck it up, mate.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm phoning my brother now to say, yo, man, I'm here, man, because I don't know, my battery might have died or something for some reason. And then so the phone booth opens now, and I'm thinking my brother's not picking up. So I'm thinking it's my brother opening up the phone booth to like scare me, you know when someone tries to scare you, like pussy yo. So I'm thinking, whatever. So I'm gonna return back. I'm gonna turn around calmly. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's you.
Your antennas weren't even up.
Yeah. So I got a tap on my shoulder, and they're like, hey, pussy yo. And I thought, whatever. I look now. I've already been stabbed. The tap was that guy. So but you know they say you don't feel when you get stabbed. Adrenaline. It's true. You don't feel, not even adrenaline. I just thought he just went, tapped me on my shoulder. I didn't even feel or see or feel no pain. I just thought my brother just pumped. Nothing. My brother just tapped my shoulder. I just thought that's all it was, you get me? And I'm looking back now and I see it was him. I'm like, so now it's kicking in now. Like, what? So I got to swing at him now, and I see every time he's called to swing on me, he's got something and it's got a bit of blood on it. So now I'm like, I'm looking at my white tee and it's all bloodied up, and I'm like, now I'm starting to like,
where do I go in it?
Yo, where have I got stabbed? Have I got stabbed in my neck? I don't know where the blood's coming from, but then he sees the blood and he's like, got a look of satisfaction, like to say, all right, cool. Then he just runs away, like goes off into his car. So now I'm thinking, and then I'm seeing blood all on my shirt, and I'm thinking, yo, where have I been stabbed? I'm thinking, I'm gonna die. You're thinking, what the fuck? I don't know where it's from, you get me? I'm thinking, yo, what the fuck? Where's this blood? I don't know where the blood's coming from. I see someone from my school. He's like, yo, Andre, you're bleeding. Some Somalian boy, Mohammed, and he's like, yo, Andre, you're bleeding. When the Somalians had the fresh accents, you get me? Because nowadays they're fully, you know what I mean? But this is when he was like, yo, Andre, you're bleeding. I'm like, huh? Where? I don't know. It's all on your top. And I was like, yo, shit, call the ambulance. Call the ambulance now, took me to Royal Free, and then that was that.
You fully conscious during the time?
Fully conscious, yeah.
So how you, man, stop the blood? Did someone come and do some sort of, administer something?
Oh, yeah, I think the ambulance put me in the ambulance and put some blood, put something on the thing. Nowadays, when you say you got stabbed and the police come first, innit? Yeah. The police came to meet me at the freaking hospital. You get me? So I went to the hospital. Now, please come now. And he goes, do you know the guy? And I'm like, no, I don't know the guy. He goes, yeah, it was. We told me the car. And I go, so you got the registration? And they were like, sorry, we can't give you that. I'm like, oh no, I don't know the guy. And then that was that. And then we had a mutual friend, whatever. And I must have seen him one time. It was like a showdown. And then my mutual friend was like, yo, Pab, man, I want to squash this. After that happened, I went home. My baby mum was like, where have you been? I said, I got stabbed. She like looked at me and she's like, I'm sick of it. And it's like,
I'm sick of your cheating ass.
It's like, not even no like, not even no love, not even no like. I'm like, I got my band in the arm, bandage. My kids have been home like 2 weeks. Can't even hold my youths. Feeling like a waste man.
Oh, so she believed you got stabbed?
No, she believed, but she was just more like disappointed. Look at your life. What you doing with your life, man? Are you gonna change? Like fucking hell. And like, you know, it's a bit of a, you know what I'm saying, a downer. So I'm looking at it now thinking, fucking hell, man, yeah, for real. So I haven't seen the boy for God knows when. I'm in the worst position to be like riding out, like with a thing and all that, cask and sling. And then the youths now, they were premature, innit? So they needed like a lot of care and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Had to and from the hospital to get checkups and stuff like that. And then, because they came out early and they're twins. So, boom, it was more like, I didn't really want to retaliate, but you know, the streets need me to, you know what I'm saying? I got to keep this name up, you get me? So I'm in two minds of like living up to my ego and all of this shit and then really wanting to just be like a dad. And, you know, really just want to like just say, I'm not on it, you get me? But I can't say I'm on it because it shows that I'm weak, innit? But I'm on it because I want to fuck this guy up, but I don't want to like jeopardize my future, family and having, cause I know what's next, innit? Like, I bottle you, you stab me. I gotta stab you.
I gotta kill him.
Right. I gotta do something that's a bit more extreme so you can't keep coming back, innit? And it's that level now, innit? And now, so I thought, all right, cool. So when that guy said, "Can I squash this?" I'm like, well, you know what? Oh no, let me think about it. But really, I want to be like, yes, yeah, man. Fucking hell, thought you never asked. Fucking hell, bro. Shit. Where's the paperwork? Let's sign the treaty now. But I'm really like, you know what? Let me think about it. Give it some time, blood. You know what I'm saying? But really, you get me? I'm fucking 25 this time now, but I must have stabbed him. I must have bottled him at like 22. You hear you at 25. It's like, fucking hell, man. You know, how many more years is gonna be? Like, you know, another 3 years, I'm gonna get you back in the boom. So I see him now, and that was that. Squashed it. And I haven't seen him, but then I'll bump into him.
Who, the guy that stabbed you? Or
I bumped into him, I seen him one time in the gym. And I was with a couple guys that were on my side.
Is this your Edmonton gym?
Was it the Edmonton gym? Nah.
My GLC one with Ken.
No.
I
used to love that gym. So Big Nasty's, it's Big Nasty's gym now. Yeah. But I don't know if Big Nasty still owns it, but Big Nasty took over it, yeah. But no, we don't.
What, the Edmonton one?
Yeah, this was the Edmonton. Okay. Yeah, it was Edmonton. It was more like Brimsdown Enfield.
Okay,
yeah. But yeah,
I used to see Big Nasty and Brimsdown, not like Turkey Street sides. I used to see Big Nasty. What the fuck's this guy doing?
Yeah. I know from South. Yeah. So that gym now, it was the next one. I think it's called Monster Gym in Cheshunt or something. So I'm over there now, and I see him, and then so. Like, now it's like we've never seen each other since.
But it's been squashed.
It's been squashed, and now I see you, and I just think, it's not even that deep. You know,
and you're with the people
I'm with the people now, so it's testimony now. But I walk over to him, I'm like, yeah, welcome on your cool. I spotted him, because I know he felt...
How do you say welcome on your cool? Because there's different ways that one can say it.
No, I just know it's welcome.
Was it like welcome on your cool?
Yeah, you know what? He could have thought whatever he thought. I could have thought, but I'm saying it genuine, to just show you that... You know, I've seen you. I'm over here. It's nothing, innit? I'm going to go over there, spud you, and then I'm going to walk back over there, and then it's cool. Maybe you might feel tense for the moment, but when you get in your car and you drive off and nothing's happened, you realise you might respect it a bit more, innit? Like, freaking, because now... Like, the ball's in my court now. And if I'm really snaky, I'm going to get you back now, innit?
And I didn't do it.
And I didn't do it, you get me? And I'm a big man now anyway, man. I don't even want these problems, you get me? So, and then after that, I start seeing him a bit more like on his job. So I like seeing him more like, cool. You know, you ain't got to like me, I ain't got to like you, but I respect...
We're not going to kill each other.
I respect your get back, respect what I done to you at the start, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, respect, you know what I'm saying?
See, that is some grown man shit, but I feel as though you man can be like, okay, well, we've done grown shit, but like, you set it off. You know what I'm saying? So you set it off. He got get back. Yeah. It's like, you know what? Boom, we're grown enough.
But really, technically, he set it off because he started it but I set it off to the point where blood, I set it. Yeah. But he all right, cool. So he pushed me in the toilets and kind of like, and if there was no man to stop it, or who knows, we would have been slipping up in piss and all types of shit and all that. They'll come out and it would have been, but he was under the influence. He was drunk at the time. He was like, you know, he felt himself. The juice made him feel a bit more where it was. And like, yeah, so that there made that, but I'm the bait face. So really I had to be conscious, like even if I was to do something to this guy, it's not hard for him to figure out where Pabs is going to be or, you know, H performing here. So I've got to be mindful.
I'm surprised that doesn't happen that much. Like you never hear, this drill group, they've got a concert, that drill group did rid out on, and you really hear that.
Yeah, I know, because
it's interesting.
That's true, you know, but they go with crews, innit? They go with like
but isn't that
people.
Perfect though? Because you're beefing them in theory, because everyone sounds like they're
I think a lot of the time, with them, I don't know, 6, 7, and a lot of these Jew and the OFB youths, I think they've had problems, like
at shows and stuff.
I think they've just had problems, like because you know. They're going in bad in certain places, and there's people in the audience that think that they're bad, and then they probably had problems. You get me? We just don't hear about it.
Okay, yeah.
So I think it does happen.
Not that I would like for that to happen, but it would make sense if that happens.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if you're These guys are saying horrible things about each other on songs, isn't it? Oh, you're brethren, I'm smoking on him. So you're assuming, they have a show that they will definitely go to that show.
Yeah, they say a lot of shit.
Because all the ups are going to be there. What better players?
When you diss the dead, that's crazy. That new generation's got a whole new level.
It's all that Chicago influence, isn't
Yeah.
it? But the music's amazing, man.
Yeah.
It's
good gym music.
Huh?
It's good gym
music.
music.
But as a grown man, like, boom, I understand the stupidity of it.
Yeah.
But also, I love it, man. I love the pure, utterly unfiltered violence.
Yeah. But Tupac was the same. Make sure all your kids don't grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it, hell. Yeah.
And naming them, innit?
Yeah.
What time is it now, innit? Do you know what? Boom. I could chat to you all day. In fact, I'm 100% definitely have you on again. I think it's been an amazing interview, man. So love for coming on.
Nah, come on, my bro.
Nah, I'm saying, man, I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Sweet, my guy.
Respect, my brother.
Beautiful.
Bless.
Tell you what's changed right now. In a different field, different lane right now. Now I'm in the mud, switching lanes right now. Passive income getting paid right now. Used to roll around with sinners, bulldozers and killers. Now we focused on figures. 3-course meals for dinners. 5-star suites and villas. Now the swag hit different. Cause the bag is different.
This can't come